Send your asshole into shock. There's no cock like horse cock. God damn it. It's because I was over on Geeks and Gamers Tabletop, and that song got stuck in my head. Blame X-Ray Girl. Hello, everybody.
Aiden may be kind of not
I'm
drunk.
actually not. I know. If you. Whoa, excuse me, sir. You are actually projecting for real this time. I am not
Yeah,
drunk yet. I
I
will be.
am.
Look.
Man, I am.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty faded right now. We haven't even
Yeah. Okay.
started.
So
And I'm like,
Spoon's starting the stream faded.
mm.
I'm not. I will get there. However. Okay. So here's what's going on, guys. Why were we not here last week?
Oh,
So
yeah. There's a
I
new
was on.
bar, and we're gonna keep this bar because I think it looks like Art Deco and kind of like
I do like it. I
modern.
do like it.
Yeah,
I
it looks
like it.
really groovy. I like it.
I do. Okay, so here, let me explain the things that have happened over the last week. Okay, so why did we not stream last week? I was in Vegas for the Geeks and Gamers guys, Nerdrotic, etc. Uh, yes, I had a fantastic time. I had a fantastic time in Vegas. I got to meet up with everybody. There's oh my gosh, can I show some photos? Can I show some pictures, please? When we go over to sharing my screen, I'll share some pictures of the Vegas meetup, which was so much fun. And we were just playing D&D a couple minutes ago. That's why we're a little bit late. Or I'm a little bit late, I guess. Anywho,
Okay.
so I don't know. I had a great time over in Vegas. If any of you guys were there and got to say hi to me or whatever at any of the meetups, hello. Thank you guys for showing up so much. It was awesome to meet so many people. It was such a good
Yeah,
time.
Aiden kind
Uh,
of sounds like she's in a closet.
yes, I know I sound like I'm in a plot. Look, I'm traveling, guys. I don't have a lot of choice here. I'm in my mother's. I'm in my mother's.
uh,
How do you call it?
Cottage.
Dining room. And this is
Oh,
this
there we
is
go.
just unfortunately this is the echo you're gonna get. Sorry, it's a bit it's tinny. It'll only be here for 1 week, so I apologize. It's
It sounds
the
like you're talking
traveling.
through my nose.
Yeah, it's this is the setup that I've got while traveling. All right, it will be better next week. It will be better next week. And then here's another thing that's fun. Last night, I was supposed to go on Tim Pool's show. I will. I'm going to contact Tim today to see if I could possibly go on next week. Probably not going to happen, but if he does have an open day, because thank God Phil Labonte was there and he's in the general vicinity, so he was able to take my place. Thank you so much to Phil for taking my place on Timcast because I I got an infection and so I started taking these antibiotics and just from like traveling and stuff. So I went to a doctor. I got an antibiotic, and I also got a muscle relaxant because my back is killing me from all this traveling. And the I thought at first the first
From
day I was like I
heaving
took this.
around all that responsibility.
Well, okay, so I took both the antibiotic and the muscle relaxant at the same time, right? And so I'm thinking, and all of a sudden what happens within a couple hours is that I wake up in the middle of the night and I have no control over my body whatsoever. I'm completely numb. My entire body is numb. Like to the point where like my leg like fell off the couch that I was sleeping on, and I had to use my arms to pick my own leg up because I can't move it on my own. That's how fucked it was. And I thought, well, this must be the muscle relaxant, right? Well, no, it wasn't, as I found out later, because then I went to go on Tim Pool's show yesterday, and I took the same antibiotic,
Ooh.
and as I get there, I'm in the car with Tim's one of Tim's employees who's driving me there. And while I'm getting there, my hands go completely numb, and my legs do too. And then I cannot walk. I can't walk at all. I can't even go up the stairs at Tim's place. And I went, well, if I can't go up the front stairs, there's no way. And I've been to Tim's compound before, and it's like, well, if I can't go up the first set of stairs, there's no way I can go up the second set of stairs up to the studio. And what again? Tim's a driver, Chris, who is lovely. He's a former firefighter, so he helped me out. He understood that what was going on a little bit, and then one of the guys who was there
Did he
at Tim's
throw you over
compound.
his shoulders like a sack of
No,
potatoes?
no, 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 because he actually he actually had a recent like surgery, so he couldn't help me out too much because he's got like a recent surgery thing.
Why are
Um,
all of you Americans crippled?
and then one of the guys also
Jesus.
at Tim's compound is a former police
Healthiest
officer, and
country in
he
the world, my ass.
I know, and the guy at Tim's comp, both of them were like so helpful, and I felt so shitty. I haven't talked to Tim yet because I felt kind of embarrassed, and I don't, well, not kind of, very embarrassed about the fact that like I was there at the compound and I still couldn't go upstairs to go on the podcast. It's
You're a
just
bird, can't
I,
you just fly? Someone said in the chat.
no, my whole body was numb. My whole body was numb. And then I looked it up
She
today.
can't flap her wings.
I looked up what this drug was, and it was like it turns out that this is like the one of the most common side effects of it is to have polyperipheral neuropathy. I already have polyperipheral neuropathy, so I had this horrific, just I couldn't walk, I couldn't
You need to
move.
tell people what that is, Aiden.
A neuropathy is when you can't feel anything in your
Oh,
limbs, right? So
I'm feeling that
polyperipheral
right now.
neuropathy. So polyperipheral neuropathy, which I already have, is when you can't feel it in either of your limbs. So yeah, like I had,
Ah,
oh man, it was
ah.
awful. Like, dude, I thought I was really worried that I was like, I didn't know because it had the numbness had gone up to my head, and I'm like, I'm gonna have a heart attack. I really thought like my heart's gonna stop or something. You know what I mean? I was really, really worried. So I can't take. It turns out that yeah, the doctor should have known not to prescribe me this drug and did it anyway. So that was really cool. I had a great time with that. Again, sorry about the tinniness of my audio. I can't do anything about it. I'm gonna. Yeah.
How's the rig working out, Hornus? It's fantastic. I could actually plug a camera in right now, and then you can just see it on stream.
I mean, I could plug my camera back in. I just had it on, but you know.
I'm not going to be on camera right now because
It
my eyes are basically cockeyed at this point. I'm okay.
Yes.
So you need to know what I've been
My,
drinking. I've been drinking Wild Turkey 101, which is 50%, and I've had a bit of coffee with a 69 proof rum. So I'm
yeah.
very giddy right now.
Yeah.
Very. I'm
And
bit
I'm
leery.
sorry again. I'm sorry about the audio for on my side, guys. There's nothing I can do about it. It's
I
just gonna
just
be
late
this way
by an
this
hour
week.
because Google is gay and can't keep
Okay.
time.
Again, sorry about the audio. There's nothing I can do about it. This is where I can. This is where I'm recording today, or where I'm streaming from today. But yes, Spoon's got his rum. But yeah, I couldn't go on Tim Pool's show because I was. I mean, like, guys, I couldn't. I thought I was terrified because I couldn't move at all.
She thought
Like
she was gonna die.
I actually thought I was maybe gonna die. I was really
Yeah.
kind of concerned. But you know, and then I guess I blamed myself for it, and I'm actually that's why I haven't messaged Tim yet because I'm like, oh, I fucked everything up because my stupid body decided to not
I
work.
told her
Like
she's gay and Tim would understand. She's making
I
too big a
know,
deal
I
of it.
know, I know. It's not a potato, Mike. It's my normal. Unless something's weird, it should be. Actually, let me make sure because maybe it is actually going through my
I don't think you're
incorrect
actually.
mic.
Are
You
you
know.
talking on? Are you talking on your normal microphone?
No, is that better?
There you go.
Oh, okay. Is that better?
Yes.
Oh, okay. My bad. Sorry. Is that if that one's better? I was on. Okay, that would. All right. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys.
Were you on the camera
Uh,
laptop by any chance?
no.
Or laptop camera,
Discord.
sorry.
No, Discord reset it to my inherent probably laptop microphone instead of my
There
blue
you
scribble.
go.
Okay. Sorry about that. Sorry about
I was wondering, like, it's no
that.
way in hell is the sound doing that of the room. It's gotta be something else.
Okay. All right. My bad.
There you
Yeah, it should have been
go.
fine. Okay. It's still gonna be. Sorry about that, guys. Oof.
It's slightly
Um.
tinny, but it's much better.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. Cool.
It no
Well,
longer sounds like you're sitting in my mouth talking.
okay.
I should probably rephrase that. It sounds a bit sketchy.
Yeah. Well, birds do that. But yeah, I
There
don't
have
know, I
been
was
no
terrified.
birds ever in my mouth talking.
Hmm. Anywho, so yeah, I have to talk to Tim today. I haven't yet. And if you watched Tim Pool's show last night, he did say our guest had a medical emergency, and I felt so bad. But luckily, Phil Labonte was able to come on and take my place, which thank you so much to Phil. He filled in for me. Get it? um,
You should
but
feel
yeah,
bad for that joke.
I should feel bad, and I do. But but yeah, so I don't know if I'll be able to go on Tim's show again, or if we'll be able to work it out. Probably not, but
You
it
will,
was
man.
just
You'll be fine.
no. I mean, in the next week or so.
Oh, yeah. I said my
Well,
name
I'm
is
still here in the
Izzy on the
States.
video, and now everyone is calling me that.
Everyone calls you Izzy. That's your nickname. Yeah.
Yeah, but don't tell people that.
You've already said it, and then you just reiterated it. You dingus.
Yes, on this stream, but the people who've heard me say it on the video who don't watch this as much, seem to think that's my real name.
That
And
is your real name.
that's not
Trust
my
me.
real name.
Trust me, that's his real name.
That's
I know,
not my
100%.
real. That's not. Stop lying. That's not my real name.
Why, well, no, why are you telling me to stop lying?
Because it's not my real name. None of
Because
you
I
will.
know your real name.
Yes, yes. There's two people who know my real name, as far as I'm aware. Right, Aiden is one
Yeah.
of them. Right.
Yeah.
And the reason is because my real name is so annoyingly difficult to pronounce, despite the fact that it's only four
It's
freaking
not.
letters. Yeah, not for you, but because okay, my real name sounds like two other very common names, and if I speak to new people, they think they hear that name, the two other ones,
Oh,
and they have to repeat it back to me. And if you have to repeat your name every single time you meet new people, you tend to
I
hate
see what
meeting
you
new
mean.
people. Yes,
Okay.
and
I see what you
so
mean.
yes,
Yeah.
and
I know,
so
I get it, I get it, I get it.
yes, and so Izzy is fairly simple to hear and understand.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
So that's the name that I use when I meet new people. The only time I use my real name is for legal purposes.
Yeah. Which is again,
Otherwise,
yeah, yeah. How
understandable.
you know,
Yeah.
right, like you accidentally doxed yourself to me because no, because we not it was an accident. Like we had to work with like money stuff. Yeah.
Hmm.
Anyway, but yeah, I feel terrible about the temple thing. I don't know if I'll be able to go back on the next week or so. Everything else is still set up, guys. So just to reiterate what's happening with me, why we've been a little bit weird.
If I keep drinking, I
Again,
won't know my real name. Yes, that's
yeah.
correct.
Last week I was at Geeks and Gamers tabletop. I will show some pictures here in a little bit when we get through some stuff, and then or tabletop Geeks and Gamers tabletop was what I was just on. Excuse me, but the Geeks and Gamers slash Nerdrotic slash all of the Fandom Menace event that was in Vegas. I was there for a week with everybody.
Actually,
It was so much fun.
Magoose in the chat says, "I know your real name." Actually, Magoose might actually know my real name because Magoose has
So,
sent me the control that I'm currently
oh,
holding.
oh,
She
oh.
bought from me, so yeah, she might actually know my real name. I
Oh,
totally
and then the
forgot
thing is
about
that
it. I didn't know Magoose is in the chat. I feel like Magoose is like just secretly like, I know his real name, just like rubbing her hands together with evil glee. Why is it all the women know my real name? I don't like this. This is creepy. It's making me feel naked for all the wrong reasons.
Uh-oh. Seems like Tim's show was so boring, Dr. Functional. Well, Tim had a bunch of stuff happen yesterday, so yeah, it was kind of maybe a good day for me to not go on of any day because Tim was dealing with a bunch of stuff with his channel. If you don't know, Spoon, apparently
It's
YouTube's
bad
taken.
when Tim is boring and you're gonna go on there to make it exercise and jazz it up with numbers.
No, Tim had a bunch of his old streams taken
Oh
down by
yeah,
YouTube.
the Michael
Joe
Mouse one
Rogan and
and
Michael
Rogan
Malice and
and Alex.
Alex Jones. Yes.
Yes. The
So
three horsemen of the apocalypse.
right. So, but I mean, like it's interesting that that it was on that day, and so I think from what I was hearing, even at the time, it was like Tim was kind of focused on that, and that's. I think Tim should. I listened to some of it, on the way back, because I couldn't make it up the steps. It was so frustrating because I could have made it up those stairs, but I've never.
Sorry.
I had no idea. I had no clue that an antibiotic could cause you to have a complete nerve shutdown. I didn't know that could happen. I mean, just I couldn't feel my legs at all. Lieutenant
Oh,
Dave,
hold on.
I couldn't feel my shit. You know what I mean?
Ask them quick. Magoose, the reason you know my real name, is it because you bought the thing off the Amazon wish list? Does that actually show my real name when you buy something off a wish list?
Oh.
Because if that's the case, I should be aware that my Amazon wish list is public. Which
Yeah.
is
Uh-oh.
I should be kind of worried about that. Well, nobody knows my Amazon wish list. It's not public, so
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. But
Stressed and annoyed. From what I listened to, it sounded like that. Yeah.
Magoose has a lot of power here, and I don't right now.
Kids, don't do drugs. Don't do what? Antibiotics? I know I'm doing the hard stuff, right?
Just at least don't mix it with gin.
I hadn't mixed it with anything. That's the thought. That's everyone just assume. Why does everyone assume that? I mean, I guess I know why, but no, I hadn't mixed it.
You enjoy drinky poo.
I
So what's
know,
my real
but
name?
no,
I'm not gonna tell my. I've mentioned my surname on stream, but my surname is so common where I live. It's not. It's one of the
true.
most. Yeah,
That's
it's like
true.
what it's.
You're
Yeah,
saying-
it's,
Actually, every single one of Spoon's names is
extremely
so common
common.
that he's
yeah.
almost impossible probably to dox. It's just like
Yeah.
John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. You know what I mean? Like he's
Yeah.
got that kind of shit going on for him.
Yeah, considering where I live, whether it's if it was in England or Ireland, and someone said find a Hayes, it's like that's one of the most popular
Yeah.
surnames in the country. Trying to narrow it down by that, it's like say, hey, look, here's in
or
England,
Smith.
find
It's
a
like having
Smith.
that name Smith, right?
Yeah, it's like that's
right.
that doesn't really help. Like Hayes, like oh shit, it's one of the most popular names in the country.
I mean, my last name's
that doesn't narrow
Ford.
it
I
down.
mean, it's pretty common. So
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so
right.
so narrowing down my name with that is good luck with that. So I don't really mind saying it.
Right.
Yeah.
No, but I did.
Johnny Spoon. That sounds like a
porn.
That sounds like a porn star.
Yes, it does. Johnny Spoon. But yeah, so I don't know. I'll talk to Tim probably. Well, I'll send him a DM. I haven't DM'd him yet today because I've been so busy.
Oh.
And I mean, like I had to wake up and I had no idea. Again, like I said, I had no idea that a antibiotic could cause me to have neurological issues like that. Just what the fuck? I mean, I couldn't move my fucking legs. It was crazy. But I mean, and I just said like, and at that point too, to go like even up to my face was numb, so it was like I can't even talk properly, so I couldn't go on the podcast. You know,
it's quite funny.
Learn my words. But you know what?
Your mic is stuttering right now as soon as you're saying this, which is funny.
Yeah, well, apropos, I suppose. Shall we, however, let's get into the stream. Let's get into the stream. Let's go to Norm over here. Because O.J. Simpson died, and let's start out the stream with the death of O.J. Simpson by watching this classic Norm Macdonald. Rest in peace, Norm. You were a real one. Bit. You really were a real one, Norm. We all miss you. We love you, Norm Macdonald.
The only good thing to come out of Canada.
Norm Macdonald, and now the fake news. Well, it is finally official. Murder is legal in the state of California.
Yep. Well, there it was. Murder is legal in the state of California, according to Norm.
Yeah, those are good times.
Now, would you like to move over to the watch together? That's particularly fun for you.
He did. Oh God, when you say that, I get worried.
Yeah, by fun I mean horrible. Sure do.
Oh, please, is this not Joy Reid?
You'll see.
Worse? Oh God, it's
see.
12. It's 12 minutes as well.
See.
Look, 12 minutes.
Yeah, you're gonna have fun. This is MSNBC. This. Look, I watched a little bit of this. I haven't watched the whole thing. So the Trump trial stuff is going on right now, guys. Of course, it is all a farce. It's all an entire farce. Everyone I'm sure in the chat knows this. Is that the Trump trials that are going on are farcical. It is a show trial.
It's a stress test for the Republicans.
Political. Basically. Yes, it's a political.
Witch hunt.
Witch hunt. Yes, exactly. It's not real. No.
Yeah, Soviet trial.
Yes, it's a Soviet-style trial, but at the same time, let's watch the left try to cope with it, shall we? Because this is interesting. This is very interesting because the left,
go on.
With the fact that not everybody is on their side, despite all of their attempts, despite all of their propagandizing, despite all of their well poisoning, despite everything that they've tried to do over the last
everything around them
7 years.
Sucks. It's very difficult to say your opponent is horrible when life was better under the person you're trying to demonize in every way.
And we will get into that, Spoon. We will get absolutely right into that exactly. But watch this.
I hate Trump, but I had more money.
But I had more money. More money. Isn't that weird? But I hate him. Let's watch this, though.
Delves into the views of undecided voters in key battleground states ahead of the November election. WIC Insights asked undecided voters in Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin their views.
The very important swing states. So Michigan, Wisconsin, what was the other one she said? Arizona? Important swing states. Important swing states.
On a number of critical issues. On abortion, voters were asked whose policies most closely matched their views. These undecideds were nearly 22.
Who even knows what Biden's opinion is on abortion? By the way, as the supposed Catholic.
Biden doesn't even know his own opinion on abortion.
Oh,
he knows his opinion is what someone tells him to say.
Yeah, because I don't think he's ever said anything about abortion, has he? Maybe a couple things. But he can't make any strong stance about abortion or it destroys his Catholic personae, doesn't it? So they're just putting that opinion on him. Oh, by the way, let me put this out here. By the way, I'll get to this later. But I got I thought it was posted onto a Reddit, one of my Twitter posts. I thought it must have been shared onto a Reddit. I know now how it happened, but I had a whole bunch of absolute insane lunatics respond to a Twitter post that I made where the only thing that I said was based. And people got very mad at me about it. We'll look at that later. Yeah, no, it's about Lauren Chen. It was about Lauren Chen. We'll look at it. And I realized she retweeted it, and why I thought that I was like, what's all this Reddit shit happening on my Twitter? And it's no offense to the person who retweeted it, but we'll get there.
She's an interesting person because I don't really rate Lauren all that highly. Because she was one of these people.
I rated what she said very highly.
Yes, but she's one of these people that I just thought were kind of. It's the thing that jumps out at me that she's just like this girl that everyone likes because she's pretty. I mean,
no, she's also smart.
Yes, I know, but I follow men, not women, for their brains. So women are just like, okay, no offense, you're just not going to keep up with a man. That's reality. Sorry. And so when she said that, I looked at her like, I want to have sex with you right now, just for that opinion. Just because she just straight up just said very based, honest things like, huh, it's rare to hear a female say that. So it's like, well done.
We'll look at that in a bit.
I
actually forgot about that, but no, because I want to show you guys some of the because one of the things I noticed in the responses to me on Twitter,
like that episode of that 70s show with
is that
when a chick who said something based.
We'll look at it. We'll look at it. But what I found curious is that people who had any kind of supposed objection to what myself and Lauren were arguing about, which is about universal suffrage, as we'll get to.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
They just said, you're dumb, you're stupid, you're retarded. They wouldn't say the R word, but, they'd say everything at that. But they couldn't explain why. I didn't have a single person explain to me why. And that's the problem. That you need to, if you're going to call me stupid, you need to explain why. You need to explain why the idea is stupid. And all I said was based, by the way. But they cannot explain why there's any problem with universal suffrage whatsoever, because, and this is the important part that we will get to later when we get into that, I suppose, is that democracy has become a cult. It's become a religious-esque cult. We've talked about it many times on this channel before, but this
democracy is a god that failed.
Democracy is a god that has failed. Thank you, Hans-Hermann Hoppe. Yes. Anywho, here we go. Back to Biden and Trump. This amazing clip. Let's watch this.
2% more likely to say President Biden's abortion policies aligned with their own. On who better understands their daily challenges, these undecideds were 5% more likely to say Biden does. But when it comes to their finances, these undecided voters were 9% more likely to say Donald Trump is better for their bottom line. A lot to go through.
So again, what do you care about more? Let me ask you this, everyone in the chat, and you as well, Spoon. What matters more to you? Ideological differences or money at the end of the day? Or how much money you have in your pocket?
Money.
Yep, money. Money matters. Bullshit talk, or it's like money walks bullshit talk, or however it goes, you know what I mean? Like, look, money matters, okay?
Money
at the end of the day, talks. Yes, people care about how many dollars they have in their wallet and how much those dollars
This is like the American thing. It's the American thing is consumers and capitalism. So no shit, the one that is more ideologically aligned with money is going to be the one that wins at the end of the day, yeah.
So you can say, I have all these ideological convictions all you want all day long. At the end of the day,
I like refugees, but I'm bleeding my wallet dry.
Yep. Yeah. Because
and there's needles in my front yard, and I'm being harassed for my blood supply.
Money's survival. You can have all kinds of beliefs that you want, but money is what makes one survive. You don't have money, you don't eat. Yeah, exactly. You don't live. And who would people rather have when it comes down to survival? Trump.
Of course.
Yep.
Through here, joining us now, the CEO and founder of WIC Insights, David Burrell. So, David, let's go through this. How do we know if these voters are truly undecided? Explain who was polled, how they were polled.
I would not trust that man around children.
Oh, he looks like a turtle. He looks like he's a young Mitch McConnell right there.
He straight up just looks dodgy as fuck.
Dude, he looks like young Mitch McConnell. Tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah, I can see what you mean.
In 60 years, that guy will just be Mitch McConnell.
It's the smile.
Yeah, the turtle.
There's something like really sadistic looking
distinctive?
about him.
Yeah, he looks creepy. I mean, like,
Yes.
I don't like to see someone who
The
looks like a
sweater
pedophile,
vest
but I mean,
does
he
not help.
kind of looks like a
Or
pedophile.
the sweater, sorry. Yeah.
Sorry. I mean, maybe, I'm sure he's not. I'm just
Everyone
saying
in the
he's got
chat right now is thinking the
unfortunate
same
look.
thing.
He's got the unfortunate look. Look, Mika Brzezinski looks like she's wearing a wig. I don't know. Let's go.
About this demographic.
Thank you, Mika. Yeah, this is definitely a treat to be on here. And, you know, when actually Mark Halperin called me a couple months ago and said, hey, we're going to hear so much this election cycle about the masses on both the political sides of the 150 million people who are going to vote. But really the story of the election is about, you know, less than 5% of that, or at least the definitive story of like who's going to win the election.
Yeah.
And so we said, hey, we want to figure out a way to bring these voices out because we're largely always left in the dark on them. And so we went through a process of putting a plan together, not just to say, hey, can we find these people, find these.
Okay, can I statistics nerd here for a second? Spoon,
Okay,
am I allowed to?
ahead.
Okay, you're trying to find
my permission, but okay.
So you're trying to find these undecided voters. It's by self-selection. So that inherently means you're not going to necessarily find actually undecided voters. Because people can say, I'm undecided on a survey, and they could not be undecided. They just said it because they want to be involved in your survey, particularly if you incentivize them via money and said, hey, I'll pay you $1 if you're an undecided voter and you want to participate in the study, and then you go and you click through the study, and you go, I'm not an undecided voter, and then it kicks you out of the study. You just go back and reload the study, and then you say, I'm an undecided voter. This is a problem with survey methodology. It's a huge issue. If you had someone like me running it, I wouldn't do this, but guess what? That's because I'm unbiased when it comes to survey methods, because I'm an autist. People like this who have, and I'm not saying that I'm not politically motivated. Of course I am. I have my own political beliefs that I'm very adamant about, but not when it comes to science. Science is what it is. Data are, but you can't expect anyone else. What?
T-Time in the chat is right away. Like, Spoon's too inebriated to stop you and do as you like. Yeah, that's kind of true.
Yeah, true. But my point is here is that you're not going to find a lot of people like myself who are motivated intrinsically via morals and ethics. We're basically an extinct species. And I'm not saying that I'm a perfectly moral person. Of course I'm not. But when it comes to science, I am. There's not a lot of us. We're extremely extinct. So you can't even trust these data, because you can never trust these data, because you can't trust the people who conduct the resurge to be moralistic.
I feel like if you took this survey, you would just write in democracy is gay.
I would just write in democracy is gay. Get fucked, nerd. That's
Give me a king, you S-sluts.
Yeah, we'll get into the Twitter thing later, yeah.
Undecided voters. Can we also, survey them and then invite a good mix of them to participate in our focus groups? And so we started that process about 2 weeks ago, and have been really happy with,
Just out of curiosity, if they're undecided before they do the survey and they answer the survey, doesn't that make them decided voters?
It kind of would, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
wouldn't it?
I just thought about that. Like, that's kind of weird. Like undecided voters up until they did the survey, in which case then they're no longer undecided because they made a choice for the fucking survey.
Very odd, isn't it?
Weird.
Our ability to bring those voices out on a program like this, and for you to kind of get these previously unheard of opinions out to the people.
They're not unheard of. They're just undecided. When they vote, they're freaking heard, you twat.
Yeah, exactly.
So before we show that, what was the overall one line bad news for Biden?
Bitch, why are you so loud? Fucking hell.
I don't know.
I'd say bad news for Biden was definitely
when he got elected, and there's no one in hell who's going to get reelected when he's tanked literally everything about the entire country.
No, it wasn't bad. Biden has never had any idea where he's been for the last 4 years.
I mean, he's not the
look
guy
at my
running
ice
the
cream
country.
now. Where's my ice cream? I'm like, oh, you did a very good job, Joe. Here you go. You're like, oh, yummy rum raisin.
Yeah, that seems like his preferred choice.
The economy and the border, which I think isn't all that surprising or different than what you might even hear about the electorate in general. But even when you look at, I know you mentioned personal family finances, that is more of a combination of, yes, the economy, but also healthcare and entitlement programs and all these other type of factors that go into it. So even though Trump was performing better there, it wasn't as stark as the economy in general. When you look at the economy specifically, it was not good.
Really? So,
I think they mean
did you hear
compared
what
to
he
Trump.
just said there? He said that, well, yes, the economy was better under Trump, but when you look at it seriously, it actually wasn't. Despite the fact that everyone can feel it in their wallets.
No. I think he
Or my
meant that.
misunderstanding.
Yeah, I think he means when you look at the economy, it's not good. Like now.
Oh, okay.
That's what he means.
Okay. Because, yeah, it was way better under Trump. People
Yes.
feel that. People know that. People can sense that.
As much as I dislike them, I have to at least not go for
Well,
the
if
jugular.
they're being correct, then they're being correct.
Yes.
Maybe I misunderstood him.
I hate defending journalists, so if I'm doing it, it's because of I have this disgusting thing
We'll,
called
we'll get
principles.
into
I hate it.
because I watched Civil War. We'll get into that. I went to the theater with a bunch of... Yes, I went to the theater with...
I heard it's terribly boring.
It is horrifically boring. It's the only thing I can say about the film is that it wasn't... We'll get to that later, though. But yes, when I was out
I read
in
Sasha
Vegas...
Stone's review on it.
Yeah, when I was out in Vegas with all of the people from Geeks and Gamers, Gary Nerdrotic, etc., all those guys. And in fact, it was really funny. We were in the theater to see Civil War. There was like one other person in the theater, and then other than that, it was just a whole line of all of us, in one row. And it's like, of all the people you can have there, when you talk about the Antifa massacre, it would be us to be the people to laugh at it. It was very funny. We'll get to that later.
Yeah, no, we're going to focus group and really spell it out because it's fascinating. Where does President Joe Biden...
Is it fascinating?
Do you seriously need a focus group to spell out why the economy is shit?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Perform well.
Well, as you mentioned, he performed well on
abortion. Wait, hang on. What?
He performed well on abortion.
James Hurley, I don't believe you. EVS called me a backstabber for being friends with Friday Night Tights. I don't believe you. I haven't talked to Ethan in a while, but I don't believe you, dude.
Who cares? Ethan
and honestly, even if he did, I wouldn't.
Ethan has been on a really bad kick lately, from what I hear.
I don't understand what you're talking about, though. But I wouldn't. I mean, even if that's true, I guess I'll have to talk to EVS. But I haven't talked to EVS in a couple of years. No, I mean, if that's the case, that's the case. Whatever, but no. EVS called me a traitor. If he called me a traitor, I've no knowledge of it. So, no, don't care, honestly. Anyway, let's get back to this.
Look at Biden and then also the Democrats as a whole when we ask, hey, who do you trust on these issues? It was very stark on a number of issues, whether it was climate, education, healthcare, and then...
Who the hell is paying attention to climate with Robs to this
shit? I don't know. Nobody anymore. Like, look, okay, there's all this climate shit. That's a first world issue. If you can't afford to put food on your table, you don't give a shit about climate change, right?
No, it's a rich person's issue.
By the way, exactly, who is affected most by climate change? If we are
transgender people, if I'm going by the BBC article.
Yes, if we are going to pretend that climate change is not a naturally occurring phenomenon, which it is, by the way. So let's just
yeah, it's called seasons.
We're coming out of an ice age. We are coming out of an ice age. So yes, the climate is changing. So if we're going to say, but let's just pretend that reality and science doesn't exist. And let's pretend as if all of the changes in the environment are due to man-made factors, of which there are some. That is unquestionable. Yes. Some of our greenhouse gas emissions. No. Some.
No.
It's the degree to which we have to be able to determine that there is some degree to which the amount of greenhouse gas emissions created by human industrial produce probably does affect to some degree the climate. But but then you compare that to the natural.
If it's created by humans and humans are the problem, which humans would I get rid of?
My point, though, being. But
That's a tough one.
My point is, our ability to control that, the ability of any individual person to control that, is nil, right? Either if it is the natural cycling of the Earth and going through periods of hot and cold, which it has for all of its history, or because of some induction or introduction of greenhouse gases into the environment from humans, which is true, that has happened. We must be clear about that. I'm not denying that in any way, because that would be ridiculous. However, what does that fucking matter when people can't eat? When they can't afford to have a McDonald's sandwich anymore, the way they used to be able to, The way that you can't... sell people on these weird leftist sort of ideas when under your own paradigm, they can't afford to eat, okay? You can't sell them on these more esoteric ideas, these broader ideas, these bigger ideas, when they can't afford to feed their families. And that's what it comes down to, all right? It's not that hard. It's simple to understand, ultimately. It's not difficult. Anyway, let's go back to it.
And federal programs, all of those issues, when we did the polling, and some of that we saw in the focus group, Biden was certainly outperforming Trump on those.
I want to take a look at the focus group that your firm conducted, because I think hearing from these types of voters really crystallizes what you're talking about here. Your firm conducted the group along with the interactive video platform Two Way, and it's made up of undecided voters, as we've been saying, from the 3 Great Lakes battlegrounds: Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania.
Michigan, Wisconsin,
states
Pennsylvania.
that were narrowly swept by Donald Trump in 2016 and by Joe Biden in 2020. So here,
Biden totally swept those states, totally legally, absolutely.
When asked
3 days after
what the best argument is for giving President Biden another term. Take a look.
I agree with his stance on abortion. I mean, for me, that's probably the only positive I have right now.
What other people think? What do you see as the best argument for another term for President Biden?
I agree with you. Yeah, that's the only positive thing I've got going for him.
Abortion.
Bitch, you're like 69,000 years old.
But this, I know, this is the crazy thing. And you have to understand this about women, right? Look at this.
Do I
the
have
2
to?
women, what do they, I know, unfortunate. But the 2 women, what do they say is the only, first of all, Biden's never made a hard stance on abortion, as I said in the beginning. So their only reason for voting for Biden is because they want to kill babies. Now, the old woman, she can't kill any of her own. Like, her fucking shit's dusty as, there's tumbleweeds rolling through that uterus, okay? The younger woman. Yeah, the younger woman, she's like, well, I still have a couple more years to kill some babies inside of me. I don't want to miss that opportunity. I can't believe this. What this is why, as I will get into later, why I don't think women should vote. Now, I don't think anyone should vote, but why don't I think women should vote in particular? Ask women every single fucking time. Sorry, go ahead, Spoon.
They're psychotic.
What do women focus on when you ask them, what is your big voting issue? What is it always?
For some reason, I don't know why.
The last 30, 40 years, I want to be able to kill the baby in my body. That I helped create by having consensual sex. Now, we can talk about the rape stuff, but we know the data on that, and it's less than 1%.
0.01%, yeah.
It's far less than 1%. The vast 99%, well, I think 98%. Let's be clear. Let's be generous.
96% is elective.
Yes, 96% is elective, and then of that, even of that, when you go into the non-elective part,
like less than 3%.
It's almost all of it is elective.
Yeah, I just say something kind of based.
Yes, go ahead.
I'm going to do a video on this tomorrow. A couple of days ago, I basically took a day off because I saw some posts on Twitter. Because for some bizarre reason lately, there's been a shitload of women just making their voices known in the political sphere for reasons I don't quite understand. It was just, they seem to come out of nowhere lately. It's very strange. It almost seems coordinated because there's just so much of it.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, and
if you're noticing a coordination, point it out because that might mean something.
And I went all over the internet on like these particular threads, just like jumping down the rabbit hole. And something that I noticed, regardless of the political affiliation, when it was just women in general, the moment you introduce logic into the conversation, the women would just freeze. It was like you threw a monkey wrench into the programming and they would just respond with like an insult of a sexual desire. Like sex is the only fucking currency these stupid harpies can understand. And I came to the conclusion after like 6 hours. Women are not capable of processing logic. They just don't. And the reason why men tell women to shut the fuck up, it's not because they hate them. It's because the more they listen to women talk, the more they will hate them because women don't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, probably. By the way, some guy, we're coming out of an ice age, does not explain the temperature increase matching 1-to-1 almost a CO2 increase. Yeah, I told you that though. I agree with that. But the CO2 increase actually comes out of coming out of an ice age. If you don't understand that coming out of an ice age includes meaning that there are going to be more emissions that come out of the evaporating ice shelves, which will emit, guess what, CO2. Does that make sense now?
Does anyone remember?
Because it's stored in the ice shelf. Do you understand this? Now, if you want to get more complicated than this, we could go into it. The problem is with this, just to be really clear, is that to be able to understand something like the increase in the total globe's climate, is that when you get into the mathematical calculations, I'm trying to be simple here, but I'm going to be as simple as I can. However, it's going to be complicated. When you get into that, you have to add more variables into the calculation, right? As you add more variables into the calculus, that means that you're unable to be able to predict how much each individual variable is able to contribute to the ultimate variance accounted for. Does that make sense? So we're talking about variance accounted for,
the longer you scale it,
which is the R squared. When we put more and more variance into that, it means the individual variance is less and less able to predict the R squared. This is in ANOVA and in regression analysis. Doesn't matter what type of regression analysis, doesn't matter what type of ANOVA analysis it is. The more variables you put in, as you must do when you talk about global level phenomenon, such as global warming, you will be unable to predict how much each individual variable contributes. So that is a problem with it. And if I'm saying that to you, you have to understand that that is me also telling you the exact same thing that every single climate scientist will eventually have to say to you as well, because they must eventually have to admit that, yes, they cannot predict the effect accurately that each individual variable has, because as the R squared goes up, the total variance accounted for, the individual capacity for each variable to be predictive in capacity goes down. That makes sense? I think it does. Hopefully with statistics. Hopefully that made sense. Anyway, go ahead, Spin. No more math. I'll try to do another math lesson today.
No, I would just say, does anyone, do you know what photosynthesis is, Aiden?
Of course.
Yes, and you know, in order for photosynthesis to work, you need CO2.
Yep.
So it's kind of weird to me that people scream, oh, CO2 is a problem. Like, you do realize CO2 is what plants need to grow? They also produce oxygen, which is that thing that you fucking breathe. So by robbing the place of oxygen, you're saying, let's limit the supply of
it's awesome. Just eliminate CO2.
That cool. Plants use to grow and produce the I almost said chemical. The element that you need to fucking breathe.
Oxygen, yes.
Yes.
You need carbon dioxide, yeah.
Yes.
Unfortunately, you need both.
Yeah, like, hello, I'm not in favor, like, flood the world with as much carbon. Like, Jordan Peterson had a thing on this with Rogan several years ago, that because there's now so much CO2 in the oxygen, or there's now so much CO2 in the atmosphere.
Yes, he explained this to Joe Rogan.
There's places now in, like, certain sub-Saharan parts in Africa that now grow because there's actual CO2 in the air for plants to grow where they didn't have any before. So does it ever occur to you? Again, does it ever occur to you?
With higher
more
CO2 atmospheres.
Yes, they will grow. And two, does it ever occur to you that when the weather is warmer, plants will also grow?
It helps them grow.
The Earth getting warmer and more CO2 is not actually bad for plant life. It's in fact good.
Help them grow. Hang on, can I just play something real quick?
Dumbasses.
Can I play something real quick? I know we're supposed to be watching this video, but can I play this?
Look at you asking me for permission. I don't even know what you're playing.
I'm doing this. I'm just because you said it doesn't help them grow. I'm sorry. Hang on a second.
I'm reasonably sober right now.
We'll get back into this, but I just have to. I have to have. Hang on one second. Hang on. My mom got me a seltzer. Oh, you're with my mom. Oh, yeah. I'll get back to this. We're at 4 minutes 20 seconds. I just have to. Sorry, guys. I have to have a really slight aside. Really slight aside, but making things grow. There we go.
I see dogs.
Yeah, play it. Why is it not playing? Why is it not playing? Why is it not doing the thing?
It's playing now.
Oh, is it okay?
My and stir method.
And
You should
stir
keep
method.
your answer method
Temperature
boiling.
boiling.
And then hot
Hot
bed,
bed.
on
And
and
then
hot
hot
bed,
bed.
and then hot house, and then hot
hot
climate.
climate.
If you want your answer method to grow, you should water him multiple times per day. You can use a watering can or let it drink water itself. Cermeth should get plenty of water, but should never be submerged because cermeth cannot swim. That's too much water. Your cermeth runs mostly on chicken. Make sure you feed your cermeth lots and lots of chicken or else it will not grow. Your cermeth needs lots of sunshine so that it can grow. If you feed and water your cermeth enough, it can grow.
I've never seen this video, Spoon.
Aiden, do you realize your humor does not gel with me? And half the time the chat does not know what the fucking hell you're talking about. Did you mute your microphone again?
No, can you not hear me?
No, I can now.
You can hear me. Wait, I mean, no. You just said yes. Hello?
See, the entire chat is saying your humor is cringe and weird.
All right, whatever.
Yes.
Y'all are no cool. Y'all are no cool.
Aiden, most of the chat will agree with my sense of humor, which is disturbing and psychotic and dark. Yours is just weird
What's
and
wrong
abstract.
with Sermon? How to care for your Sermon? You had to help him grow. Because it's in hot house and in hot climate and in hot bed. This is about global warming, okay? That's what I was talking about, all right? That's how you... In order for the Sermon to grow, you have to put it in a hot climate. So, like, I think that it's... Global warming is actually pretty good, because that's how you grow the Sermon. Freya! Sorry, my cat's here.
Spoon is dork. Right. Yeah, a little bit.
All right, here we go. Ooh, look at speaking of dorks, look at this guy.
Man, that one's Bill physiognomy test over here.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
It should be kind of a collective good sort of thing, and I think, like, you know, he's not a socialist, but Biden definitely, you know, represents that far more than Trump does, and that's the case, I would say.
I like what he did with loan forgiveness for college students and with their debt from loans for college. I think that was something
basically public spending.
Positive he was trying to do.
I think he's doing well with the carbon credits and the
Psychotic stupid bitch.
environmental issues.
Spending money on shit that doesn't matter.
By getting a crap load of illegals.
I think he represents something of a safe status quo choice. If that's a good thing or not, I'm not really certain.
David,
but this is the problem. That is kind of the problem, right? That there is, and this is why democracy is cringe and gay. That there are people like that who's like, well, he doesn't say anything, he doesn't believe in anything, he doesn't do anything, so he's safe. So I'll vote for him. And
all
democracy
those people just said absolutely nothing useful.
No, of course they didn't say anything because they don't know anything, they don't understand anything, because people, for the most part, don't have the time to invest in politics. Like,
or the brain when things are hopelessly complex and don't fucking work.
Yes, it's cognitive energy. It's a lot to invest. I'm not trying to say that to be rude or mean, but the reality is that I'm not. The average person does not have the time or energy to invest in politics. That's why democracy as an idea is insane. It is one of the most insane ideas in human history that somehow has become inculcated into our culture. But it's ludicrous.
And also it doesn't work.
And of course it doesn't work. How could it possibly work? When the average person is expected to understand the opinions and of not just every single person they vote for, but every single thing that happens in their lives on a political basis, this is impossible. That is why the logical and sensible thing is for there to be a political class that is raised from birth to be able to understand politics, to be able to understand and protect the polity, and that is a monarchical system, not democracy. We'll get into that, but we'll get into it. Because I have a meme too.
So many different answers. What was your takeaway?
Yeah, I think that, you know, one of the thematic things on those answers, and as well as some of the other things we saw in the focus group, was that no one in that focus group liked the way Trump presented himself. And then I think so you heard a little bit of that, people relating more to him. Numerous different words were used on it. But yeah, on the issues, it was kind of across the board, but on some of those we talked about, and we saw that in the survey too. We had abortion and climate change, but certainly.
Which no one but women care about anyway.
And they don't matter.
This is why women shouldn't vote. I don't think men should vote either, but women definitely shouldn't vote. Look at what they vote for. This hurts my feelings. I want to vote for I like a flower. I like flowers, so I'll vote climate change. That's all they think about. Women have no fucking idea what the fuck climate change is. They don't have any idea how to calculate fucking advanced statistics like that shit. I mean, some do, sure. But for the vast majority, no. It's the whole thing with all of this. No one should be... regular people should not be making these decisions because they can't understand them. I'm not trying to be rude.
Politicians should be either, because they don't fucking know either.
Exactly. Neither should scientists. I mean, honestly, this is why you need... Yes, this is why you need a strong, centralized political leader. Because otherwise, it becomes absolutely...
The fact that you just said strong, centralized leader is making every American go, oh dear God, no.
And powerful groups or whatever who just say, this is what we want to happen.
Every right-winger just went, oh my God, advocating for centralized power. Aiden has gone full dark mode. I'm like, yes.
Yeah, I've always been a monarchist for the last 3 fucking years. What are you talking about? Yes. I'm not advocating that. That's the thing we'll get into when we look at my interactions on Twitter. People who don't understand politics very well, they think that if there's any form of centralized power, it therefore is fascism because they have the political acumen of a toddler. No. Not all forms of centralized power are fascism. By the way, communism is a form of centralized power. Just like to point that out for you leftoids.
Do you know that meme of the political compass, and there's 3 of them are just like, this is not it's not real communism, it's not real libertarianism, and the top right one is, yes, it was real monarchy.
Yes, it was real monarchy, and it was glorious. Yes.
Yeah, it's the one.
Yes, it was real monarchy, and yes, it was glorious. Yeah, I'm tired of dealing with people who are too fucking ignorant to understand basic politic or polity and coming at me over this shit. But I mean, they're going to keep doing it for forever. You can't escape from it. You just have to deal with idiots all the time. Anywho, speaking of which, here's Turtle Man.
Certainly, I think thematically, not Trump definitely was from a personality standpoint, especially was something that was threaded through the whole group.
I want to show 2 more. The undecided voters were also asked how they think President Biden is doing on the economy. Take a listen.
Let's see.
Oh,
how's it going, Mika?
I think he's been absolutely disastrous for the economy.
I agree.
Just raise your hand if you think President Trump's policies on the economy would be better for your family personally.
There we go.
There you go.
All right, so
all of a sudden, look, every single one of these supposedly undecided voters say they want Trump back. Again, when it comes to virtue signaling, things that don't matter, things that's like, oh, I feel like this would be nice, this would make me look good, they say, yes, we want Biden. For things that matter, aka the economy, they say Trump. No shit.
So that is everybody. President Biden argues that his economic record has been very good. He said President Trump's was not as good.
Hilarious.
What are you keying off of? Sean, since you had the best smile in Virginia, the second best smile, what are you keying off of to say President Trump's economic policies would be better for you?
My past performance of my 401k. I know it was post 2020 and everything kind of flipped around, but you can't blame everything on 2020 for forever.
We have areas here
exactly. Because that's what the regular people see. And that's what they've been doing for the last 5 years, nearly 4.5 years, is all of the problems that are occurring with the economy are just because of COVID. 4 years in, really? Who's still buying that one? Only complete and utter idiots. But the fact that anyone is still buying that is in and of itself an indictment of the idea of a democracy. Just saying. You know, Spoon, I've gotten more anti-democracy pilled over the last couple of days just because of the stuff that I posted on Twitter.
Good. Well done.
I already am, but I mean, like,
no, it's
I love when democracy shills attempt to, like, tell me I'm retarded and then make me be like, oh, no, yeah. I'm
like,
way
no, the
more
problem is you.
way more convinced now that you should not vote. And the funny thing is, as I'll get into, is that their messaging was universal suffrage is amazing. Everyone should vote. But not you because you're too retarded because you don't like voting. And that's a very interesting kind of argument because I don't really understand how that works.
Oh, you're talking about the one that you just said for someone?
No, just one. Not one spoon. Hundreds of people gave me that exact argument.
No, remember the one where you just said for someone who doesn't believe in voting, you're sure spend a lot of time telling people not to engage in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I just was like, yeah, of course. If she doesn't think someone should engage it because it's a waste of time, of course she's going to tell people not to fucking engage in it, you dumbass. How does that make any sense?
So here's the message, right? Is that this is what they're saying? Is that one, I'm paid for by Putin. I'm not joking. This is a real argument they've made. Is that I've been paid for by the Russian state to tell Americans to not vote. I've never told people to do anything. By the way, I've said that I don't believe that. Because I don't believe that because I believe that democracy is a farce, means that I'm telling people to not vote. That's not correct. That's not what I've ever done. I've never told people what to do whatsoever. However, they have to phrase it that way and frame it that way in order to show their weird politic, which I don't completely understand. But it is bizarre. It is bizarre.
Pennsylvania, where it's just at a standstill right now. Like things are supposed to be being built, and the interest rates are just way too high for people to invest and start moving around.
And Virginia, just staying with you because Pennsylvania is near and dear to Joe Biden's heart. Are there Biden policies that you would blame for the problem, and if so, what are they?
The interest rate is so high right now, and I know they're trying to cut the inflation down, but like if nobody is building, no businesses are really coming to Pennsylvania right now to keep us moving forward.
Even if you're trying to buy a house, because I'm trying to become a first-time home buyer, the prices are so high right now. It's just hard.
Is there anything Joe Biden could do or say between now and the time you vote that would make you feel differently about feeling that his policies would not be as good for your family on the economy? Or are you pretty much decided that Trump's policies would be better for the economy?
I mean, I feel like he doesn't even take accountability for what's going on in the economy. Not even accountability. Like he's in denial that it's happening.
The point is Biden needs to hear
exactly though. Even these undecided voters are saying like they know that Biden. It's interesting, right? That's why they got so upset. Is because once they start to talk about the economy, these undecided voters say, well, yeah, we hate Trump because he's a big, nasty, bad man who doesn't agree with our weird id poll shit. But we would really like to have some money back.
You know what's really fascinating?
Mm-hmm.
Is that when it comes to something they can measure, it instantly becomes Trump.
Exactly. Once
Isn't that
it becomes
interesting?
yes. No, exactly, Spoon.
Once it becomes something tangible that they can hold, it's instantly right-wing.
Right. Because that's what right-wing is. It's demonstrable. It's truth. It's not feelings. It's not farcical. It's not
what can I afford? What can I literally hold by?
Yes. What can I hold in my hand? What can I hold in my hand? My money, my home, my car. All of a sudden it becomes right-wing. Everything else is a fantasy. Everything else is a fantasy. And that's the truth.
The people, because when he's talking about the economy doing stellar, he's talking about the stock market. He's not looking at homelessness or joblessness. He's not, at Agee's point, and thinking about how much it costs to go to the grocery store. And he's gaslighting literally everyone in the process.
Okay. And Omar, you voted for Joe Biden last time, right?
Yeah.
Some really important and hard insights.
Interesting how Mika doesn't actually address any of that.
Of course not.
You might think things are pretty bad for President Biden. That was not good. But Trump may actually be the antidote.
Go ahead and try and explain why it's actually bad for Trump, Mika.
Trump now, the undecideds.
Just think Donald Trump is mean. He's a bully.
This is all you have. This is all you have. They all just said they wanted Trump because they want more money. I mean, let me ask you, chat, let's ask this, okay? Would you rather somebody be mean and give you money? How about that? Would you rather somebody be mean and give you money, or would you rather they be nice and rob
Steal from you?
How about that? Let's see. Would you rather?
That is the most pathetic thing either. Oh, he's mean, but I'm better off. You do realize you could just turn off the TV, you fucking faggot.
But they can't. There you go. So here's the dichotomy, friends. This is what MSNBC is offering you. So here we go. It's mean and give you money, or nice and rob you. And by nice, I mean he's gonna pretend to be nice because Joe Biden is a fucking freakazoid, a pedophile. But whatever. He's gonna pretend to be nice. There we go. Let's go back to this.
And I think his policies are solid. I pretty much agree with most of them. I just don't like him as
just too mean.
Leader.
Oh,
isn't it insane?
See that attitude. Just hearing a woman just say that just instantly makes me want to go, I hate your sex just because you're
women should be allowed to vote.
I agree with all of his policies, but I don't like him as a person. Like, bitch, your job is not to grade him as an individual. Your job is to grade him on an administrator, which is his fucking job.
Unbelievable.
You can turn off your television, and that shit will affect you. Oh my God.
But he said nice things that I wanted to hear, so it made me feel good about myself.
I can't, dude, I hate women so much, it's unreal. I hate women so much, it's fucking unreal. You know, you're exactly right, Jordan, you're 5. He's mean. What is this, primary school? Yes, that's what we're dealing with. We are dealing with children. This is why democracy is cringe and gay, because ultimately, these people are all end up being fucking primary school children.
Be like, oh, he said a nice thing to me, so I did.
Shut up! It's insufferable, and it's absolutely untenable as well. So yeah, these are the people these are the people that vote. Understand this. This is why Spoon and I are not in favor of democracy, because these are the people who vote.
Morons.
These people are voting, and they're telling other people to vote. This is why voting is stupid. Because people who vote are stupid.
You see, this is why I had to cleanse my Twitter of women, because this is the kind of shit that I see, and I'm like, I don't want to be around women because you're just stupid and illogical. I can't be around you because it makes me hate your sex. It's like,
no, it's not all of us. I mean, there's plenty of stupid men as well. However, women are just more susceptible to this for whatever reason. Because women want someone to come in and take care of them, right?
Okay, but I would say here's the difference is that I can berate and bully a man, and the man might learn or just fuck off, whereas the woman will just spurg.
Mm-hmm.
And flail.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
I don't think he does a lot to try to bring groups together, and you know, from when he ran the last time, our country became so divided. I don't know.
No, the media did that, you stupid asshole.
Yeah, the media did that, dingus. Who do you think did that?
Like,
of course, what a fucking...
So, in 2016... Yeah, these morons. When Trump won in 2016, I didn't want him... I was the fan of Bernie. It was only when it was Hillary... Yes, it was only when it was Hillary and Trump that I want Trump to win. Not because I liked him, it's just because
why were you a fan of Bernie, if I may ask?
Because it was 2016.
I also liked Bernie. I also liked Bernie in 2016. Yes, I know. So I'm wondering. Yeah.
Yes, and a lot of people who are like more on the centrist or like slightly right-leaning liked Bernie, right? But when it was him and Clinton won, and then it was Trump and Clinton, I went like, Trump kicked the shit out of this bitch because I legitimately think she is like a demon from hell. Like, I actually think she is like a psychopath. Like, legitimately, I do think she is an evil, psychopathic creature. So when he won, my initial reaction was, oh, great, now we just let him govern. Because I wasn't politically aware at the time. That was just my normal reaction, because that's what I think sane people would do. So when the media started reacting in this batshit insane way, my immediate reaction was, he hasn't done anything. Why is the entire media ecosphere freaking the fuck? By the way, I'm extremely politically naive at this point. I have no idea what the hell is going on. So it was just really weird to see the entire media ecosphere freak the fuck out. And then once I saw how the media behaved, I went, what am I actually... Let me just watch him. Just what, like don't listen to any media personality give their take on it. Just watch him talk. So I just watched like a live stream of him talking to the audience, and I went, where is this scary person that the media keeps talking about. He just seems like a normal dude who likes his country. I could not see this scary man that the media is hyping up. And I thought, what the fucking hell is going on?
Are you talking about in Bernie or in Trump?
No, in Trump.
Okay, yeah.
When Trump won and the media was like freaking the fuck out, I didn't see what is this scary, horrifying man that you were all talking about, because he just seemed like a normal guy who liked this guy. And also, I like the fact that he bashed the media. I like the fact that he was like, no, I'm not, no, don't be rude. I'm not going to give you a question. You are fake news. I'm like, I already like this guy just because he basically just gave CNN the middle finger.
Yeah.
That was it. Yes.
All right, let's go back. I mean, I agree. Let's go back, shall we? But I do agree.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's anything particular about what he said or did, but our country really picked sides on this, and it just got out.
I feel like people forget about that, Sean. That's such a good point. It's like Trump is so volatile, and not only internal strife and conflict, but like I don't feel comfortable with him calling someone with nukes rocket man.
Yeah,
and
I
think so much behind social media. It's like, you just get your fingers off the phone.
Yeah, he definitely.
Stop paying attention to Twitter, you stupid bastards.
They can't help themselves, though. They can't help themselves.
Also, I like his Twitter account. It was great. It was really funny.
I do too. It was hilarious. Yeah.
I like the fact that he was like completely just circumvented the media and just said whatever the hell he wanted to.
It was great.
Yeah, like anyone who was interested in comedy, like, holy shit, every day is Christmas.
Yeah, exactly.
What the fuck is Trump saying now? It's great.
Exactly.
It's so weird that everyone in the media is freaking the fuck out over the shit, and everyone who is a fan of Trump is like, oh my god, does this watch the reaction? Because it's great.
Yeah,
we knew like when you look at the country, like when you ignore the politics, you're like, okay, we have a secure border, the economy is doing great, we have low inflation, there's no new wars. And it's the best the country's been in fucking years. And the worst thing you can say about this guy is his tweet pisses you off. You guys are a bunch of fags.
Oh no,
this is what is pissing you off. Like, it's such a womanly attitude to have. Like, I don't like the way he's tweeted. Like, shut the fuck up. We do not give a shit about his tweets. It's funny, you dumb assholes.
Yep, it's womanly. Exactly though. It's womanly.
It's just so dumb and gay.
It's so funny though.
Bring back the mean tweets.
I know. And however, the funny thing is again is that like these people, they all admitted that they liked things better under Trump in terms of their economy.
Yes.
So they have to just kind of make shit
But I don't
up.
like how he makes me feel.
But I didn't like it because of my feelings.
But now you felt it in your wallet.
How about you get feelings more aligned with your wallet?
Yep, exactly. But they can't because
doesn't that make more sense?
No, because they're really stupid.
I mean, if somebody just said, here's an idea, does the money make you feel great? Yes, okay, so find ways to make you feel better with the wallet. Like, I get to like a mean guy who trashes everyone that I dislike, and I get money. Where's the bad?
Good question.
I mean, I'm thinking like a man because I got a penis, wang wisdom. And I still need to make a t-shirt with that slogan, by the way, because my whole chat, as soon as I said it in the video, and everyone just went like, spoon, wang, wisdom, much when. I went, okay.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
It's a situation that went on at the Capitol for me that got really out of control.
No, it didn't.
No.
The police was escorting them in the fucking building, you stupid asshole.
What the fuck?
It makes you wonder, well, if he's back in there, anything could happen now.
If you close your eyes and you heard that voice, what do you think you're listening to?
Troon. The same.
That's not where I was going with that. Goddamn, Aiden. That
okay, but I said it. Whatever.
Ah, goddamn.
What do you want me to say?
I was gonna say maybe a smoker. I didn't think that one.
Okay.
Just shut his mouth, and just did his policy and his work. I would say yes, please come back. But if he just learns to keep his mouth closed, don't make comments about people that he might not necessarily like that much, and just be a strong leader. And
fucking Biden has been doing that, demonizing the entire fucking Republican Party. Trump, you stupid bitch.
I know.
I hate women. I hate women so very much.
And do his
How
job.
it is.
The divisiveness that he caused is in the country.
That's the media, you stupid bitch.
is like the big problem. His policies like could be great, but that almost undermines that all.
Oh, right. I know. How infuriating.
I hate women.
Right?
Oh my god, I know. Fucking hate women.
Jesus. I know.
Just
I know, dude.
Bitch,
I know.
Stop fucking talking. Every time you women open your mouth, you know, Scrum said more women need to be hit. When I hear this shit, I'm like, I think he's got a point.
Yeah, we did Scrum say that.
Yes.
Faith.
Like, oh god,
shit.
I kind of agree with that.
Yeah, well, he's probably correct.
It is like dealing with children. It's serious.
Yeah.
Like, women have the minds of a child.
The most. Am I allowed to say that?
Which?
That women have largely the mind of a child.
Well, I just did.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, am I in trouble for that?
For saying they have the minds of children?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. All right, let's go through this.
His position differs based on his audience. And I mean, you know, as a politician, that's a great skill to have, but it just makes him so untrustworthy to anybody who's paying attention. That
How is that different than any other politician, you dumbass?
True. True.
just
I know, right?
Entirely disingenuous.
I think that right there is why.
You just compared him to every other politician, and then you insinuated that he's not a politician. Just what the,
I know.
fuck did you just say? You...
I know.
See, this is why I have an ego. It's because I hear this shit and I'm like, I'm smarter than everybody else around me because this is the shit that I'm subjected to. Like, yes,
well, you
yes,
are,
I am.
to be fair. Like, I mean, it's obviously. Yeah, obviously, right?
The lack of logic is the...
crazy though. It's crazy that how stupid when you realize how dumb the average person is, right?
This is
like
why
you have to really realize that the average person
is dumb as holy fuck.
Well, comparatively to you and me, Spoon, and to probably most people in the audience, the average person is at least 10 to 20 IQ points lower than us. Yeah. That's crazy when you realize that the average person is basically sitting there trying to not eat paste, right? Like they're looking at that bottle of Elmer's glue and they're going like, looks real yummy.
Yeah, it's because the brain is composed of most of that shit. This is why I have like 4 people I speak to on a regular basis, because anyone else outside of that, I'm like, you are too stupid to talk to and you are damaging my brain. I need to have like 3 or 4 people and like, I'm dealing with a bunch of retards and I just need somebody intelligent to speak to.
Yeah.
I said this to a friend of mine. I said, every person needs... You need like a person in your life that when you see some insane shit, you can just turn to them and go, are you seeing this shit? And the reply's like, yeah, fucking tell me about it. Like, you just need that. You just need that person who just says like, yes, I also see this dumb shit. No, you're not going insane. And I feel like, if anything, I hope my channel does that for your mental well-being, because in many cases you guys in the audience are like that to me, because I see dumb shit. I'm like, I just need to say the shit to a bunch of people so I know I'm not the only one who's going fucking nuts. Because I too see this shit every single day. I'm like, I need people to tell me I'm not insane, or I might just start like hacking people's limbs off. Because, like when you see people who snap and like go on a murdering rampage.
Yeah.
I can honestly see why. I think modernity will drive you to insanity at some point. So like when I see people snapping, I'm like, yeah, I can understand. Yeah.
Let's finish this and then we'll go through to the next stuff.
Trump's change.
Press the button.
Press the button.
Trump's changing or so-called changing opinions on abortion is falling flat to an extent. What we're seeing here with these undecided, such an important voting bloc, these undecideds, Trump is trauma, chaos, fear of the future. Biden.
If Trump wasn't any of those things, they wouldn't consider voting for him.
Isn't this curious as to their messaging strategy, right?
Also, Trump is future,
Trump is change, Trump, if you don't like anything that's happening in your life, then Trump would be the vector to do so. Biden is everything that you currently have and worse. That's even their own messaging.
Also, what she just said is bullshit, because when things are stable and going good, the markets don't fluctuate and the currency is more stable. So to suggest that Trump represents chaos, and hold on. When Trump represents chaos, but everyone is saying life was better with their finances, that doesn't make any fucking sense. So how does Trump represent chaos when everyone wants to go back to...
As far as I understand, Spoon. Yeah. As far as I understand, here's their messaging attempt, which is horrific, is that we know that you are suffering, but trust us, this is better for you because at least the guy in charge of the suffering is a good guy.
Also, let's be real for a second. These people want Trump back in so bad because he's great for ratings.
Oh, they do. She does. Mika Brzezinski does, for 100%.
All of these people masturbate to Trump being back in power.
Yeah, of course she does.
I'm convinced.
She wouldn't tell her audience that because
of course not.
Her audience is full of retards. I mean, what am I wrong? Come on now. I'm correct. But like that's what she's upset. Like she doesn't want her stupid fucking audience to know that she actually wants Trump back in charge. No, of course not.
Not so bad. David, you say there's opportunity for the Biden campaign to bring many of these undecided voters home. How? Explain that.
They won't.
Well, I think there's a couple things we saw even in the survey. When you look at the breakdown of this group of undecideds in these states, compared to Trump, more voted for Biden in 2020. So, you know, there oftentimes when you look at these undecided voters or swing voters, you kind of look at who they voted for last time, and oftentimes, as we kind of say, they end up kind of coming home. So I think there's an opportunity there, but at the same time, I think, you know, when you look at the on the economic side of things, I think, you know, one of the big takeaways from me, and we see it also in the survey and in the focus group, is that you know, the messaging on the economy it conflicts, or their campaign's messaging on the economy is certainly conflicting with what people are feeling, and we kind of saw that with almost every respondent. And so I think that that's something that there's an opportunity to maybe connect a little differently there, and focus on some of the.
It's not the messaging. Your messaging is not going to dispel the fact that there's less money in their wallets, you dumb assholes.
Exactly. Yep.
It's not ideology, it's cold hard cash, you fuckwits.
Exactly.
Retards.
The strengths that also help your family finances.
Hey everyone, MSNBC has a new
there we go. Thank you.
You'll get real-time alerts and analysis, live blogs, in-depth essays, video highlights, and the best 2024 election coverage. Download the...
There we go. Okay. All right. That's horrible. All right. So, let's talk about some other stuff.
I'm glad my head is not shaped like that.
Me too.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to share my screen here in a second. Oh no, let's go over my this weird stuff that happened to me on Twitter, okay? There we go. Okay.
Why can I not see
so I wanted to point this out. So here's the video that Lauren Chen posted.
Oh, why can't
Let
I
me know
see
when you got it pulled up.
Yeah, why can't I see your thing? Oh, there we go.
Okay.
There we go. What's up, Lauren?
All right. So this is the video that Lauren Chen posted.
It comes to dealing with the rights woman problem, there are definitely those of you out there who will just say, well, it's simple. We need to repeal the 19th. And trust me, I am no fan of the 19th Amendment myself. I think it more so than anything else solidified in our consciousness the idea that the political process should be one person, one vote, which is not a good system. I don't believe in democracy. I believe individual rights and limited government are...
What we're going to have to deal with here is that this is what happens as a result of what Lauren Chen said and why the democracy sims freaked out at me as well, is that they think that one person, one vote is sacrosanct, and it is literally holy to them. It is the holiest thing that they believe exists. Is that I voted, therefore I have power, and this is the only thing that matters. It is my most holy power that I have. They do believe that and when you talk to people, you and look at what they say, they do truly believe that their vote is religious, is a religious act. Well, they say it, Spoon. You've seen it, right?
It's a cult, yes.
Yes, it's a cult.
Democracy
it is a religious act for them to vote. Because they have no religion. They don't believe in God, most of these people. But they believe in their right to vote. And by doing so, they believe that this is their sacrosanct right, as in it is their interaction with God. Because God is the state to them. I'm just saying that's how... Look, if you're someone who disagrees and you fall into this kind of... category where you don't think that the state is your god. I mean, you can try and explain it to me. However, I've not seen any kind of evidence to anything to the contrary. So here's the end of Lauren Chen's statement.
Way more important than the idea of everybody having a vote. And if the past few generations have showed us anything, it's that democracy and individual rights and limited government don't often go hand in hand. I'm in favor of a limited franchise. And by the way, no, that's not a radical position. That is the position that the founding fathers have. When it comes to dealing with the rights woman problem, there are definitely those of you out there who will just say, well, it's simple. We need to repeal the 19th.
Okay. Yep. Lauren Chen's completely correct. So my response is based. Here's my response. I said, haha, a rain dance. Why do they think these meaningless rituals have any effect? And then show the guy voting. Some of the fucking responses. So, for people who so strongly think voting doesn't do anything, they sure spend a lot of time trying to tell people not to do it. Okay. I'll try.
There we go.
All right.
There we go. That's better.
Is this an interesting response, though? Did I... Oop.
It's a bit much. There we go.
Yeah, sorry, it's a little bit slow because the laptop's a little slow.
Yes, yeah, good.
Did I tell anyone to do anything here? Am I telling anyone to... This is what I really want you all to see. This is actually important, guys. This is actually really important, guys. Because this is going to be a consistent theme. Have I told anyone to do anything by saying the word based?
No.
And then posting this meme. Have I told anyone to do anything? Nope.
No.
You will see that every single angry response is, you are telling me to not or to do something. No. I've not told you to do or not to do anything. However, it's very curious that people who are upset about this think that I'm telling them to do something. If you believe that via this meme, I am telling you to do something, then it is evidence via my own perception that you are incapable of probably voting by making choices for your own, for yourself. Because if you think that if you think something like this is coercive, you are so easily coerced as to be evidence as to why democracy is a failure. If a meme like this coerces you,
you're weak-minded.
You are so weak-minded you just not be able to vote. Yes. Thank you. Exactly.
You're welcome.
Thank you for telling me that you are so weak-minded that you can't vote. And by the way, if you think it's just this guy, no, it's not. It's hundreds of people in this thread. Willfully wishing for white nationalisms for likes. Where's the white nationalism? Where's the white nationalism here?
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting? Weird. Where's that? Nowhere. Nowhere. You are literally a monarchist. There is no less meaningless political system than that.
I don't know how that makes any sense.
No, I said yes. For you, politics is about meaning. Feeling good about your vote, for instance. Like you did something. Not about function, only feelings. I'm not interested in comforting lies over uncomfortable realities. And I stand by that.
True, based.
Sorry, I'm not interested in your comforting lies. I'm interested in reality. Based on ignorance and brain damage. Ukraine flag in the bio. I don't care about the future. And by the way, you're going to see a lot of Ukrainian lore master. So what happened here is that Dylan Burns retweeted this. I thought it was like, I was like, who posted this on Reddit? I'm like, someone posted this on Reddit, but no, it was Dylan Burns who posted this. Saying U.S. elections is a useless ritual today is like saying that U.S. ruthlessly persecutes opposition to the regime 100 years ago.
They did,
Kremlin projections swallowed by useful folks.
How does this? Okay, okay.
Who knows? Who knows what the fuck he means by this?
How did? Okay, 100 years ago, not 100 years ago, but like under Woodrow Wilson and FDR, ask them how they felt about the Germans or the Japanese.
Yeah.
There was definitely a lot of shady shit when it comes to nationalities in America's history when it comes to the First and Second World War, number one. And two, I don't see how you're saying this shit doesn't work right now is somehow tantamount to burn the system down because you want something worse. I don't get how that makes any sense.
Yeah. I mean, look, I think a lot of the people who like screamed about this got voted down or whatever, but cringe.
Yeah.
Because the reality is that it was a very stupid. The antithesis of the opinion was very stupid, which is like, no, just vote harder, vote harder, vote harder. Voting is really good. Vote, vote, vote. Okay,
it doesn't work.
I don't actually care if you vote. I'm not telling you not. I'm not. What have I told you? I've not told you to do anything. I just said
you just
based.
said democracy is gay.
I didn't say anything. I just said based. That's all I said. And then they're having a fucking meltdown. I had hundreds. There's literally like hundreds of responses to this, of people just mostly having meltdowns. I was surprised. I was shocked at how many people were having like legitimate fucking mental health issues apparently in response to this. So democracy is known to be bad since equity. Yeah, okay, that one's good. That's a good comment. Yep. I mean, here we go. Yeah, there's some good here, but like, it's mostly more recent because like for days I was getting.
That post is interesting.
Yeah.
Scroll up, see what it says.
Oh yeah, this one, which is
no, scroll down. The woman.
Oh, the woman. Okay.
Yeah.
When I'm watching my favorite series and suddenly they're adding new characters that are LGBTQ plus. Yeah. I don't know. It was just kind of funny.
The oversaturation of homosexuality is making
a bunch of. I'm a crustacean. Even I'm not this brain dead. Could you explain why? And here's what I noticed: is that they can't. They can't explain why. They just say, you're stupid, you're stupid, you're stupid, you're stupid, you're stupid. And I said, well, can you explain why I'm stupid?
These people actually think...
I can't explain why you're stupid because I'm too stupid to explain why you're stupid.
They literally think having the capacity to have a say in who is running the country means those people are actually running the country. And two, that somehow they're going to do a good job. Based on what fucking metric?
Because they're too stupid to know how to run the country,
a frame.
But they will collectively be able to figure out who is smarter than them. But not a king. Not a king. Someone else who will be smarter than them. They can't figure it out because they're all 60 IQ fucking retards. But they'll be able to find some guy they're going to vote for who's smarter than them. But he won't be a king. Ever. No. But I mean, he might control them and maybe he'll put them into labor camps or something, but that'd be fine because he's allowed to do that because we voted for him, so that's good.
Yeah, that's basically
that's how it works out for it. Look, Spoon, it's so simple.
And so are the people.
It's so easy. Look, we figured it out. Isn't it amazing?
Retards.
All right. Okay, so yes, shall we? Let's look at some stuff.
Okay, I mean, we've been doing that, but...
yeah, I know. We're gonna... All right, so here's some 7 devastating economic stats that prove Biden's economy is failing the American people. Now, this is the Western Journal. We're going to be relying on the Western Journal tonight because I don't give a shit. I like the Western Journal. I just like them. I don't care. Retail closures up to 30% over 2022. With closures at almost 5,500, okay?
Is it because there's a certain demographic that is robbing them?
Oh, it's just this article I had anyway. Yeah. 5,500 shops have closed in just 1 year. Even big names, Walmart, Bed Bath & Beyond, and Nike have suffered.
Is it because certain people are robbing them?
Well, no, it's good because...
Reparations?
Or something. Because all this. Get the fuck out of here. Ugh. So, nearly 900 Bed Bath & Beyond locations have closed down. 500 Walgreens. Nearly... Can you shut up the mail? No, apparently not. They can't shut up. Yeah, allow ads. I don't care. Just allow it. They can't do it. Okay, I don't know. Okay, whatever. The reality is that it's hundreds of stores. Both big names and smaller chains have been affected, including Macy's, Bed Bath & Beyond, Walgreens, Rite Aid, Family Dollar, Foot Locker, Office Depot, Petco, and more. Even Target, the nation's largest retailer, Walmart, are not immune to losing locations. They are losing hundreds of locations.
I guarantee it's because of crime.
No shit.
And we know which demographic is responsible. And
Well, yeah, what do you think? What cities do you think this is happening in? We're talking about
Chicago.
Hundreds of locations. Hundreds of stores closing down.
Places like
5,
Detroit,
000.
Michigan.
Yes.
Chicago, Illinois.
Yeah. 5,000
Jacksonville,
stores are
Mississippi.
closing. Nearly 6,000, by the way, if you're rounding up, which we should be. Because this actually, I mean, it is on 4, but it's actually more than that when I look at the data. So it's close. It is closer to 6,000 to round up.
Gotta feed the kids TVs. Oh God. Yeah.
Then yet for most of these quarters, every time these bright numbers come out, they are quietly revised downward much later because they are false. The media never reports on this because of course they don't. So here we can actually see the data. The data. I'm saying that like a potato. One second. Yeah, very cool. Oh, whatever. So we can see January from 2023 up until 2024. There it is. Every single quarter, every single month, a loss of jobs. Up to, at the most, 124,000 in January of 2024.
Damn.
At the maximum. 124,000. But go ahead and vote for Biden again, guys. He'll save you. I guarantee it. At least he's not a big bad orange man. He'll save you. Look at all the money he's giving you. He's going to raise the minimum wage. Now, you won't be able to get the minimum wage because you're going to be on
fix
unemployment.
Aiden. Why do we need to fix Aiden? Is Aiden broken?
Am I broken?
Apparently.
What'd I do?
I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to fix
what
you.
I'll say this is that, look,
can I
trust me,
clank
guys.
you?
Look, guys, it's easy. Just don't have a job. And then you'll be fine. Right?
Apparently.
Insane. There it is. Okay, what's next? Okay, well, we'll get into this. This is related to this. 5,000 stores closed in 1 year. Walmart, Bed Bath & Beyond, and Nike have suffered. 5,500 stores
Did we just
have
look at
closed
this?
in 1 year. This is still making me do these fucking ads shit, so I'm not doing this anymore. Yeah, go ahead.
We just looked at that.
Huh?
We just looked at that one.
Oh, is it the same thing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did we? Okay. Alright, well, fuck that. 5,500 stores. Get fucked. Insane. Alrighty. It's not going better, because if any of you in the chat was someone who voted for Joe Biden because you thought that he was going to cancel your student loan debt,
how are you here?
were you kind of upset about the fact that he didn't do that? No, he didn't do that. He is now going to right before the election, finally, going to cancel student loan debt. $7.4 billion for 300,000 students.
It's just to buy the youth vote.
It's not going to go through.
Mm-mm.
He just passed this right before, so you can say, "Oh,
it's the Republicans' fault they couldn't get it through."
Corn Pop, Republicans. That's what he's going to do. The reality is that this is obviously Biden's not doing this himself. This is his team saying right before the election, we're going to say that we're going to give you your money back. And by that I mean we're going to pay for your stupid fucking pointless degree in comparative dance studies.
Lesbian basket weaving.
277,000 borrowers. Yeah.
God damn.
You're not actually paid for that, by the way. You're not paying for that. If you have any kind... Look, I'm not trying to be rude to you guys in the chat. But if you think for 1 second that Joe Biden's going to pay for your student loan,
you're gullible as fuck.
You're gullible as fuck. Biden's not paying for your student loan. Nope. Sorry. Read the super chats. I will in a bit, Kizza. Sorry. I don't do things when I do things. White House has said the targeted debt forgiveness stood to reinforce the president's commitment to using every path available to deliver student debt relief to as many borrowers as possible through various actions. That's not what they really meant. They just meant, we're going to... So, again, it was supposed to be, $20,000 that was supposed to fall off. And that's which is a huge amount, by the way. They're not going to do that. And again, let me tell you guys, if you have a bunch of student loans left in your life, I'm going to tell you right now, you're not getting it canceled by Joe Biden. If you voted for Joe Biden thinking that he's going to cancel it for you, you are fucked. It's not happening. It wasn't happening then. It's not going to happen now. It's not going to happen in if you can keep voting for Joe Biden and his polity and his party for the next 100 years, they're never going to cancel that for you. They're never going to do that for you, ever. No, you owe that. Okay? All right? You're not going to get away with it. Just saying. Yeah, you're going to owe that. Joe Biden's not going to be your daddy. He's not going to take care of you for that way. Sorry. If you think that, you're confused. And I'm sorry. I truly am sorry. But that's the reality. Okay. I don't mean that to be rude or mean, but it's just the reality.
Yes, you
Biden's not gonna take care of you. USA Today reportedly changes headline on Trump's abortion stance after Biden-Harris campaign complains. Biden-Harris. Okay, what the fuck is this? Yes, what is this? Why does it want me to do this weird thing? Okay. USA Today changed a headline about presumptive GOP nominee Donald Trump's abortion stance. Okay, you know what? Hang on. I think it's because this is oh my god, this is so infuriating. It's because this is what do you call it? An incognito tab. Hang on, I'm gonna.
Hey, the guy can finally send us money.
Oh yeah, give me a second. What? Oh my god, Lamented Guide for 20. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Lamented. Okay, did that work? Can you see this now? Spoon?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Why don't you just do it incognito?
Oh my god, it's still doing it. What? What am I supposed to do?
Do it incognito.
I am in incognito, and it fucked it up. It said no, that they want me to, do a thing. Oh my god, this is infuriating. Pause on this site, okay. Oh my god, Fox News, what a piece of shit. Okay.
Chad, you did not hear that.
Right. What?
Nothing.
Okay. I'm gonna take a break in a second. Okay, here we go. USA Today reportedly changes headline on Trump's abortion stance after Biden-Harris campaign complain. So, USA Today changed a headline about presumptive GOP nominee Donald Trump. Presumptive, come on, we all know. Trump's abortion stance after the Biden-Harris campaign called it egregiously false. On Monday, Biden-Harris campaign manager Julie Chavez Rodriguez, Deputy Communication Director Brooke Gorin, and pro-abortion advocate Caitlin Cash held a press call to discuss the media coverage of Trump's announcing his position on whether or not abortion should be banned. Trump explicitly affirmed his support. Yes. Trump explicitly affirmed his support for in vitro fertilization, and he emphasized his support for states determining their own laws for abortion so long.
T-Mobile price lock guarantee.
So my price doesn't change; it's locked in.
Oh yeah, that's what it used to mean. But for
who
new
the fuck is
customers,
talking?
not so much.
I'm not sure you know
what the fuck is this?
I'm pretty sure I did.
Oh my god. This is why I can't stand this shit. There's somebody just talking somewhere. Oh my god, okay. Alright. Some fucking Bong was talking. Jesus Christ. So IVF, he's in favor of IVF and emphasized his support for states determining their own laws for abortion so long as there are exceptions for rape, incest, and life of the mother. Hey, by the way, guess what, Spoon? I think you'd agree. Do we not all agree that these are this is what we all want, right? As conservatives, if you want to call us that. As more conservative-leaning people, right-leaning people, this is where we stand on abortion, I would say. Yes?
Yes.
Exceptions in the case of rape, incest, and life of the mother. Yes. Exceptions for in vitro fertilization.
Fuck was that?
Breaking tonight, former President
Donald Trump is fucking horrific noise
about his current position on abortion.
Oh my god, shut up.
Shut up, Brett.
Yeah, shut up, Brett. Okay, but can we agree that this is kind of this is the normal thing, right? We're all okay with this? We're all kind of okay with this. But women, unfortunately, women want to kill babies. Because this is fine. I think this is fine. And in fact, it doesn't even deal with Plan B or whatever, where you had unprotected sex or whatever, and you want to make sure you don't get pregnant. These are fine things. No one's stepping on your ability to use a condom. No one's stepping on your ability to use Plan B. They're stepping on your ability to kill a baby. That's it. That's it. And I'm sorry, if you have an issue with this, then you want to kill a child. That's the if you want to do anything more than this, then you want to kill a baby. That's it. You have to, I'm sorry, be honest and earnest about what you want to do, which is to kill a human being. Now, if that's what you want to do, that's fine, but you have to say it to me, okay?
I don't think it's fine. I think it's fucked up.
Now, the states will determine by vote or legislation, or perhaps both, and whatever they decide must be the law of the land. In this case, the law of the state, Trump said, yes, based. Many states will be different. That's the entire point of the union. Many states will have different numbers of weeks. At the end of the day, it's about the will of the people. Exactly. On the press call, members of the Biden-Harris campaign team slammed the coverage of the Trump announcement. One particularly egregious false headline even said Trump, quote, opposes a national abortion ban and will leave it up to the will of the people. Yeah.
That's kind of the point of rescinding Roe
That's the
versus
point.
Wade.
But you have to understand, democracy is when we, the massive government, decide what we want to do, not when you want to do. No, that's what actually democracy is. Democracy is when we decide what you will do. So welcome to what they say when they mean democracy, guys. This is it. Democracy is when they decide, not when you decide. Now, democracy is already cringe and gay, but understand, this is why democracy is cringe and gay, because you do not get the choice. You mean nothing to them. You are a slave. They hate you, and they think that you're cattle. That's why they do stuff like this. Just letting you know. USA Today covered the news with a headline that said, "The will of the people. Trump opposes national abortion ban, says states should decide." How horrific. The states. You, the people, should decide. How awful. How horrific that you, the people, should decide whether or not you're able to kill babies. How terrible. Mediate, which captured an image of the original headline, reported that around 2 hours after the conference call, the old headline was deleted and replaced with a new version. The new headline said, Donald Trump says states should decide abortion policy avoids talk of national ban, but failed to include any sort of editor's note explaining the change. USA Today's website notes that the story was updated roughly 7 hours after it was initially published, but doesn't explain why. Isn't this hilarious? They got so angry that they basically they just want to kill babies so badly. It's
like a ritual.
Insane to me. They truly they want to just kill children. They are thirsting for it. I can't believe it. It's bizarre to me, but you watching it when they're like, oh no, I need more abortions. No, I need you to kill the baby. Please kill more babies. It's so bizarre to me. I've never seen anything like this. But they are like this. They get off on the idea of babies being killed. There's no other way I could comprehend it. I mean, could you? What else? What am I looking at here? You know, otherwise.
I don't know.
Right?
I prefer to follow Al Bundy's advice on women.
Mute the audio on the tab. I can't mute anything, guys.
You mean right-click and say mute?
There's nothing more to mute.
No, if you go to the tab at the top and say right-click it, you can.
But there's
mute the
nothing
tab.
here to mute. You can see there's nothing here to
mute. No,
mute.
right-click on the tab. Right-click on the tab.
Yeah.
You know, right-click on the tab.
I just did it.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I already did it.
If you right-click on the tab, it should say mute.
I already did it.
Okay, I didn't see anything.
Because there's no sound coming out of it. Okay, so anywho, so there was no sound coming out of it, so that was someone trolling, but that's fine. You can troll, guys. You're allowed to troll.
You can troll Aiden. If you troll me, I will make sure I'm the last thing you ever troll.
Our mission is to report the facts as accurately as possible as part of our routine editorial processes. With breaking news, headline updates are not uncommon. In this instance, the headline was updated to more precisely reflect the story, the statement reads. There it is. So, yeah. Again, look, these people just want to kill babies. That's what it is. Sorry. Now, this is actually something that's, this next story, very close to home to me, literally. Because I'm back here in Baltimore. Which I'm not in very often. But I am from Baltimore, guys. I'm from here.
Which means she's very, very white.
I guess so. Oh, now, many years ago, there was a program in Baltimore to sell a whole bunch of these very shitty little houses for basically nothing. Oh my god, this whole thing. Refresh the... Oh my god, it's doing this thing again.
Just turn it fucking off.
I can't... Okay.
How do you not know how to work an internet?
No, it's just fucking... It's the ad stuff being retarded. Okay,
what browser are you using?
Brave, idiot. Sorry, I was mean to you. Sorry. This is irritated.
Hey, you better fucking apologize, bitch.
I'm sorry. I am sorry. I was being really mean. I didn't mean to be mean. Sorry. I'm sorry. That was really mean of me. I'm sorry. No, I think it's a dick.
I like how Aiden feels bad.
No, because I don't. No, I already allowed you to have the ads on here. What are you doing? I literally allowed it to have ads, and it's just still doing its fucking
I like
shit.
how I'm just quiet for like 5 seconds, Aiden, like, oh shit, I feel bad.
Just to remove it. It's like there's too many things. Sorry, I got upset. Sorry, I got a little bit angry.
No, Firefox can fuck off.
American City is selling hundreds of vacant homes for just $1 to revive struggling neighborhoods. They will even give you money to help with renovations. By the way, Spoon.
Okay.
You know about all this? They did this 40 years ago in Baltimore.
I'm guessing
in
it
the
didn't end well.
same city. In the exact same city. They did this. It didn't help.
Yeah, because you're not getting quality people.
No, you're not going to. Look at both. Look at my city. Look at my city. Look at these pictures. Look at these fucking pictures of my city.
I'm just
this
saying,
is what it looks like in Baltimore.
You don't have this when there's overwhelmingly white people.
This is what it looks like in Baltimore. Shall we? Let's go watch a video. Shall we? Let's just go to YouTube and type in a video. Find one. Just find a video of my town, my hometown. Shall we? Why not? Baltimore City. What should I say? Ghetto. You can just watch it. Look at it. Here we go. Baltimore's 10 most dangerous neighborhoods. I guarantee you some of these are like where I live. America's third most violent city. Actually, we're number 1 in terms of violence. So, actually in terms of deaths, we're the worst. But yeah. Here we go. Think about this. Look at this. This is Baltimore. This is what the whole place fucking looks like. Look at it. All these homes. Do you understand why there's no... Why most of these homes don't have steps going up to them? Do you know why that is, Spoon?
Because people rob or like try to
People steal the steps because they're made out of marble. So they'll steal your literal steps. Not even joking. That's why they don't have steps here. They will steal your stairs. This is Baltimore. My hometown, man. I know you're from South Africa, so I know you know what it's like to be in a place like this, you know?
Yeah, I do believe there's a common thread between the two places.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what that common thread might be.
Look at this place. Look what they've done. Look at this.
Yep, and South Africa looks exactly the same.
Yep. Yeah.
What do you think is the common denominator?
Mm-hmm. I won't say.
Oh, it's totally culture.
Yeah, cultural. Yeah, cultural. Pratt Street Bar. I've been here. I've been here 100 times. Right at this corner. I've been here. Many times. Yeah. I've been in this exact corner. It's so crazy. Right? Yep. Pratt Market. Been right there. Here it is, though. This is what my hometown looks like.
Neighborhood.
If you guys don't know what it looks like to be in an actual inner city, that's what the fuck it looks like, man. Oy vey. Okay,
I don't think Jews had anything to do. Okay,
I said oy vey. Oh my god, I'm not using Firefox? No, I'm using Brave. Alright. Shall we?
Just a random question for the chat. How many of you guys have used the Vivaldi browser?
I'm not using Vivaldi
yet. Heard of it? Yeah.
So, I'm gonna maybe show this to you, because I think that I might have to go out and smoke a cigarette, but, CNN can't understand why people want to vote for Trump. They literally can't understand it.
No, they do. They're just facetious for the cameras.
They're pretending not to understand, right?
Yeah.
It should be. It should be here. Hang on, where's the thing? Hang on. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, here we go. This is Chris. Here it is. Chris Kazilla, or Siliza. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Objectively, isn't this funny? A number that stunned me was the New York Times Siena poll. 42% of people said that the years Donald Trump was president were mostly good for America. Just 33% said they were mostly bad. It speaks to the power of nostalgia and how we as humans tend to remember the good stuff and block out the bad. Guess what? That's actually not how it works. No. Psychologically, it's not how it works. You remember the bad before you remember the good. Every single psychologist on planet Earth would tell you that. You are a fucking moron to say such a thing in public. And yet does anyway. And he's expecting a guarantee for scientists to come and back him up. This was on the 15th. Should I just say something about this fucking stupid ass tweet? You know what? I will. Hilarious. CNN loser. Doesn't understand basic psychology.
Or much of anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn it. I can't type live on air very well. Oh, now. There you go. Yeah, what a loser. He's a big fucking loser. You're a big dope. Okay, you're a big fucking idiot.
He works for CNN, so that's not a surprise.
Yeah. But he is work for CNN, right? Yeah, he's a CNN loser.
Yeah, there we go, that's why.
Yeah, it's Chris Kazilla. Yeah, he's a CNN loser. I think Donald Trump is the country's ex and the country's ex. People were nostalgic about how things were 4 years ago, even the actual record of how things were not so good. Oh, you mean like the economy, like we just went over, you fucking lunatic? Yeah, whatever, what a dingus. Alright, okay, so, how about this? Okay, Heartland Institute poll shows that nearly 3 in 10 voters would vote illegally in 2024. Right?
That's quite high.
3 in 10? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
pretty
that's
high.
rather high.
1 in 5 mail-in voters admitted to voting illegally. 28% of all voters said they would engage in at least one kind of illegal voting practice in order to help their preferred candidate, either Biden or Trump. Now, we know for a fact, let's just base on, come on, let's not be stupid. That's for Biden. That's not for Trump.
Of course.
Yep. Examples of illegal voting scenarios that voters say they would engage in include, in multiple states, destroying mail-in ballots of family or friends, paying or offering rewards to fellow voters, deliberately providing incorrect information about the place, time, or date associated with casting a ballot, and or altering candidate selections in mail-in ballots. 3 in 10.
Isn't a sizable chunk of that fraud?
All of that's fraud. 3 in 10 just said, "Yep, we'll fucking cheat." And why should they be afraid of doing it? The Democrats have said they're going to protect all of them for doing it.
Yeah.
The Democrats have come out and said straight up, just cheat. The Democrats have come out and said, without question, it is the policy of the Democrat Party to cheat. They've said it outright. It is the Democrat Party's modus operandi to cheat. Am I wrong on that? Am I incorrect?
We put together the most extensive voter fraud in history.
That's what they said. They put together the most extensive voter fraud operation in human history. That's their modus operandi. This is what I'm getting confused by. The Democrats have been. Is anyone confused by this? The Democrats have been openly saying, "Yeah, we just cheat. We just tell people that we pay people. We do whatever. Like that's what we do. We do anything. We don't care about reality. We just care about what people want to do. We just pay and we yeah, we only care about winning. Quote unquote winning. Yeah. So the Biden administration is claiming that they don't care about the stuff with Trump, which is interesting, which they clearly do. Hang on. Okay, here we go. Biden camp decides to not take the bait on Trump's stormy trial. So you don't know, of course, Trump is being involved in another trial that's entirely conducted by the Democrats. Biden campaign is a straightforward strategy for navigating former President Donald Trump's time in the courthouse. They're going to stay the hell out of the way, despite the fact that you're all the people who initiated all of this. Biden made a rare quip at Trump's expense during a speech Wednesday in Pennsylvania, but aides and advisors have gone to great lengths to say virtually nothing about the trial in New York, deflecting repeated requests to weigh in on his 34 felony counts. You mean all the counts that you are all responsible for as a Democrat Party? Like, you all did this, and you're like, we're not going to explain any of it. It's disgusting, right, Spoon? Like, they did all this, and then they're saying, oh, we didn't do it. Ha 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 ha. It's sickening. At least to me. I don't know if you feel similarly.
Oh, at this point, probably, yeah.
Yeah. It's sick. But I mean, like, just they're being like, oh no, we don't have anything to do with it. Tee-hee, tee-hee. Didn't even take the bait when the former president appeared. They didn't even take the bait. Yes, they did. Because you're taking the bait right now, Politico. Former president appeared to doze off on the opening day of proceedings into the legality of the hush money payments he made to a porn star, Stormy Daniels. So this is, of course, again, they used it as a moment to pivot to abortion. Wake up, Donald, after Stormy abortion ban coverage of Trump poll memo attempts to hide hush panic. Read the memo. Biden's campaign sent out late yesterday in the day. Politico, interestingly, got a copy of Biden's memo. Isn't that curious? That Politico is in on the Biden regime. The president's remarks to the United States Steelworkers headquarters in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. By the way, hey, Pittsburghers, speaking as one of y'all's, listen here, Yins. Yins, listen to me. I'm speaking here sincerely. Yins, listen to me. Do not trust this motherfucker. He hates you. There's no, he's not awake. But not just Joe Biden, but everyone in the Democrat Party hates you. There's no one they hate more than a steelworker. They hate steelworkers more than anybody. Yins all got to figure that out. They can't stand us. We're hard workers. We're real people. They hate us. Democrats hate nothing more than hardworking Americans. Trust me on that one. They hate yins. It was relatively mild. Under my predecessor, who's a little busy right now, Pennsylvania lost 275,000 jobs. 275,000 jobs, Biden said during the speech. You mean that you lost? We just went over that. So you lied. You're lying here. You're lying here and talking about yourself. You little fucking loser, fucking sniveling little snake. Such restraint is owed to a variety of factors, chief amongst them. Yes. What? Spoon? It? Anywho. Little snake. Here we go. Look, Donald Trump and his team are going to have to speak his legal issues, the campaign communications director Michael Tyler said on the press call on Monday. No matter where Donald Trump is, whether it's in Mar-a-Lago or in a courtroom or anywhere else, he will be focused on himself, his toxic agenda, his campaign of revenge and retribution. That's going to be a continuation of the contrast the American people have been able to see since this campaign began. Oh my God, my heart is breaking. Most Democrats, both in New York and nationally, have been holding back from attacking Trump over the trial specifically. Oh, really? You've been holding back? Oh, let's go. If you've been holding back, then let's fucking go. Let's go. Let's fight legally. That's really, this is your fucking holding back by engaging in this political persecution that you've been doing for the last 2 goddamn years? Let's go then, losers. Let's go. But while they understand why the president and his aides are hoping to stay far away from the cases, they are worried about the muted approach amounts to real gambles with such a close race. Yeah, because everyone can tell that you are being pedantic, that you are being disgustingly fucking petty. Everyone can tell it, okay? You are acting like a bunch of little children. You are acting like a bunch of teenage girls, and anyone who's not a teenage girl can fucking see it. It's not that complicated. It really is not. It's not that damn complicated. You're a little girl now. Go fucking tie your little pigtails, Joe Biden, and your fucking fuck boys in your cabinet who are telling you to do similarly. Go get fucked. I'm tired of dealing with it. Doesn't mean the Biden team will go silent over the subsequent weeks. Monday's attempts to tie the Trump trial to the issue of abortion is a preview of the weeks ahead. Although the pivots may not all require references to Stormy Daniels, who gives a shit. She's not related to the abortion issue whatsoever. She's just a whore. Literally, she's a prostitute. Goodbye. Allies of the White House want to use the spectacle of Trump in court to subtly further their case that the ex-president is chaotic and unfit for office. Go ahead and try. Go ahead and put that against Joe Biden being a demented old fucking retard. Go ahead and try and say that Donald Trump is less capable of being able to fulfill the office of the commander-in-chief. Can compare him to Joe Biden, who doesn't know what day it is, let him know where he is, unless you give him a rum raisin fucking ice cream. And then he only knows where he is because he's like, oh, I got my ice cream. That's it. Unfucking believable. The entire comprehension, the entire idea of the American experiment is a complete and utter farce at this point. And if anyone is still buying it, I'm sorry, I got a bridge to sell you, and it's the Bay Bridge. It just got knocked over by a fucking goddamn barge. Okay? That's the bridge I have to sell you on this one. Alrighty? That's the bridge. That's the bridge. If you still fucking believe that there is any hope in the democratic system, then I'm going to tell you to go take a nice long drive down the Bay Bridge in Baltimore. All right? It's not a good idea. Democrats have long been torn about the degree to which they should restrain themselves while tackling Trump and his legal troubles. Some in the party have argued that the legal issue is central to the election and critical to win over voters who may have forgotten about the chaos of the Trump years. Oh, you mean as we just watched, that people knew under Trump that they had more money, that their dollar had more spending power? Yes, you must make them forget. You must make them forget. You must indoctrinate them. You must hypnotize them so they can't remember the power that their dollar had 4 years ago. 5 years ago. Yes, indoctrinate, inculcate them into your cult. No. Nope. Do not forget. Do not forget the money the power that your dollar had in your pocket 5 years ago. Do not allow them to be able to try and inculcate you into that bullshit. Hello, Spin. You back?
Yes.
I went on a little bit of a rant. But Biden himself has stayed largely mum on the twists and turns of his opponent's trials, sensitive to the perception that he may be interfering in the the Department of Justice affairs. His posture has been adopted by his aides, even as some of them have described being frustrated by it. In other words, they don't know what the fuck he's doing. He's a fucking invalid.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's kind of obvious at this point.
No shit. The president believes in the norms. The rest might be like, the rest of us might be like, sir, it's a different time. Well, isn't this so weird? Like the author of this own piece in Politico has been like, yeah, we know that he's an invalid.
Don't we all know that?
Of course we all know that. Said a Biden 2020 alum at the White House official and a White House official who was granted anonymity to discuss private deliberations. Quote, but it only takes one utterance from Joe Biden for the weaponization of government bullshit to become more of a reality. How is Joe Biden weaponizing the government against his political ally? If I were weaponizing the government against my foe, you would hear me talk about it, so they right now don't have it. What the fuck kind of quote is that?
That's the worst kind of argument I've ever heard. He's not.
Oh no, that's what they're saying. Is that like we are doing this stuff 100%. We are trying to engage in political.
But if I was doing it, I would talk about it.
Right.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Aside from the remark in Pennsylvania, Biden himself almost has never publicly discussed Trump's trials. On Monday, he simply shook his head when asked if he was watching the case play out on the first day of the jury selection. Well, he's out of his mind. He's like, I don't know. Where's my rice pudding? Can I have my tapioca now? He has no idea what the fuck he is. Exactly, Spoon.
He's got fucking dementia, for God's sake.
Yes, exactly. Privately,
and he's not
the
really
president
in charge of the United States.
Yeah, I know.
It's amazing when people think he's actually in charge. It's like, Jesus, you fucking pay any attention.
Privately, the president has mused to confidants that he views the court proceedings as an example of the deranged hold that Trump has on his party. What? Why would Trump have any control over your party? That makes no sense. You're a bunch of Democrats. What are you talking about? I mean, obviously he's a fucking idiot.
Republicans.
Yeah, what an idiot. What control does Trump have over the Democrats?
No, he means on his party. He means Trump's party.
Oh, okay. Oh, I got confused. He is mystified that so many Republicans support someone who could soon face criminal conviction. You mean illegal conviction that you were trying to engage in that has no basis in legal reality? Yeah. Yeah, I'm also feeling as not a Republican, and we'll get into that because I got called a Republican. Spoon, you and I have known each other for like 2 years, 2.5 years, something like that.
Yeah, 3, I think.
Spoon, have I ever called myself a Republican?
If you did, I would beat you.
So would I. I beat myself. I beat myself with a club.
Sexy.
Now, over the stuff that I will get into over my discussion on this, I was called a Republican many times. It's very curious to me.
You're a Republican because you're not a Democrat. That's basically
that's it. Is that people who are Democrats, even if they're leftists and they're not Americans, they will just say, because they don't agree with you, you're a Republican.
Or
and
I'll be like,
well,
yeah.
I've never been a Republican. I am a conservative. Yes, I'm a conservative. Yeah. But my conservative opinions are too complicated for you. Sorry, homie.
Monarchy. Yeah.
Sorry, homie. It's like you got to go back to grade school to get on online.
School
basis.
In general.
Like, you got to go read Hans Hermann Hoppe. You got to go read Erich von Kuhn-Lenin. You got to go read Evola. You got to go read
the Jovenel. James Byrne.
Yes, the Jovenel. Like, also, wait, I bought all these books that Trump told me to read, and I bought all of them, and I forgot to bring them on my trip. I told you whose books I bought. It was Imperium, that was it, yeah?
Imperium? I don't know that.
Yeah. Oh, it was this book. Yes, I bought just both this book and then the two precursors to it. Oh, Oswald Spengler's.
Oh, by Francis Parker.
Decline of the West.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, so I bought Decline of the West Part 1 and 2.
That's a book recommended. That's an author recommended by AA.
Yes,
He's
which I've not read yet. So
very anti-American.
Yes, so I've not read that yet, but I do own Decline of the West Part 1 and 2 and Imperium, which is a sort of, I think, like reflection on.
Read Evola.
Yes, read Evola, read Ride the Tiger, please. But yes, so whatever, like...
And read Uncle Ted.
Read Uncle Ted! Read Uncle Ted! I am going to read all that. I feel like once I read those Oswald Spengler books, my brain's going to be perpetually changed. I'm a little worried about it.
I think I have... Hold on a second. Look, I think I have one of Spengler's books. Let me just look it quick.
I'm legitimately worried about reading Spengler. I'm like, once I read this, I'm afraid it's going to freak me out. I'm going to not be able to work beyond it.
Yeah, I have... Decline of the West.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's 2 parts, and it's all together. It's like 1,000 pages. I've got both parts, and then I also have the Imperium, but I forgot to bring them in my suitcase with me, so I can't read them here. Academic Aiden, yeah, I know. Well, I think I'll be going to Academic Agent's thing. I haven't talked to him yet about it, but I'm going to try to maybe go to his next event. It's been a while since I've hung out with the Academic Agent crew. We'll see. We'll see in August. Anywho, let's go back to this. We were doing. Democrats, for the most part, believe that the spectacle of Trump's trial will by itself hurt the former president, especially with independents and suburban women. They argue there will be more than enough coverage of the criminal cases without them nudging. So again, like this political article or author just saying
they're relying completely on the emotion of the thing.
No, they just want this guy just wants Trump to be arrested with no. He wants no actual duty of law. He wants no lawfare.
Yeah, because they just want the show because the show is enough to fool a bunch of morons.
Isn't it astounding that that's where we're at? Is that the left has just totally gone to the point where they're like, well, no, we don't care about law anymore. We don't care about law and order.
Well, yeah, of course not, because they don't
even though we're all on board. We want people out in the streets protesting for Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, because they don't actually care about any of this shit. They don't care about all they care about is optics.
Yeah.
Is how does this look to fucking people? Because at the end of the day, their fucking voters are not swayed by anything factual. They're swayed by emotion. So it's basically, what can we do that is going to evoke the biggest emotional shift that is going to move people? That's very simple. Their plan is not complicated at fucking all. It just looks complicated to the people who are on the right-hand side because they're like, well, this is how we operate. It's like, yeah, I don't give a shit how you fucking operate. Learn how your enemy operates, you morons. Jesus Christ, right-wingers.
Exactly, Spoon. You're completely correct. No, thank you for saying it, because you're completely correct. That's it.
I hate about the right-wingers is to think they're so smart. Like, you're so smart, but you know fucking nothing about the left at all. You think you do, but you actually don't fuck all about it.
I mean, I do, but, like, it is difficult
to
sometimes understand that. Yes, but it's difficult to sometimes for the mainstream, because they are operating on normative kind of how would you call it?
Rationality kind of politics.
Rationality is not right. It's not a completely correct term. It's the terms of engagement. The terms of conflict, right? That we've agreed upon these things, but you have to understand that the left does not agree on our terms of conflict. They make up their own shit. They always engage in their own shit. They hate us. They want to kill us. They're not engaging in some sort of congenial discourse. or what would you call it? Nightly, sort of congenial back and forth. They hate us and they want us to die, and that's insane to me. Because I don't want people that I see on the left of me to die. But then when I see the things that they say, I realize, oh God,
Jack
a lot of them legitimately want me to be dead, and that's crazy to me. But that is the world that we live in. Is that largely speaking, people on the left are
psychotic.
Do demand death, and I don't. Fucking A, but they would say that it's necessary for me to die because I have bad opinions, right? And they would say that there's not, that it wouldn't even count as a death, right? Because I have bad opinions, and therefore it would be actually just, oh, it's all just justified to take care of the scum, the rats, you know. And I don't have any kind of opinions like that. It's bizarre. But that's who we fight against, you know? Right? It's crazy.
Those opinions are necessary.
For them, yes.
No, for you.
So let's go on. Oh, no, I...
You can say you don't want to get those opinions, but if I'm faced with someone who wants to kill me with a knife through my throat, I don't really give a flying fuck about stabbing them in the eye. Because if they're not going to stab me, I'm going to stab them. Ever. Yeah, but you need to, because they have no compulsion about killing you. And the problem with it is, you will always have to fight against the viciousness of your opponent by any means necessary, because the viciousness of your opponent dictates the battleground. I don't mean this. I don't mean this in a literal sense. I mean that in any kind of scenario where your opponent is vicious and there is no referee, there is no point in fighting with principles, because your opposition does not give a flying fuck about principles. It's about who wins.
Filthy elf. Fuck you.
It's just rules of engagement here. And the rules of engagement from their side is just, fuck you, we're going to do whatever we can to win. And if that's the case, I'm like, I have no problem weaponizing anything to crush you. That's why, like, I'm not in favor of separation of church and state either. Like, no, I'm in favor of the state weaponizing religion and use it to crush my enemies with a boot to their throats. And I don't give a shit about them.
But it is kind of the difference, though, is that what I'd say is that the left has no compunctions whatsoever about caring for anyone who they don't agree with. And that is the difference. I think that really is a difference. And that's why the right loses, okay? The right loses because we have emotion, we have compassion, we have caring for... Yes, angry elf noises can't get fun. We do have this compassion and caring for other people who are different from ourselves. The left really doesn't.
Sucks.
They only care for you if they think that you are useful to them as a product. They do not... And I mean that as a product. They don't care for you as in any way as a human being. And it's horrifying to me. You are not seen in any way as a human. You are only as useful as you are in a way that can help the left.
I would prefer
that is not the way the right works. That is not the way the right works. And I mean, maybe to some degree the right works, and that's not over.
That's how the right should work.
Should work, yes. That's not, because by the way, the right's full of shit. It's full of absolute pieces of crap also who should go fuck themselves, who I can't fucking stand either. So let's not use broad spectrum terms like that, I guess. But I think we're less likely to do that maybe than some others. But no, the right is capable of doing that as well, and it's fucking horrific and sickening. It makes me fucking disgusted. But it is what it is.
Why? I wish the right would do that.
Why am I sickened by the fact that the right engages in the same retardation that the left does? Because I think both are retarded.
No, they don't. If the right did that, they would actually win.
No, but I don't care about winning in no, Spoon. I don't care about winning in the sense of winning in the idealistic sense, in the sense of, oh, we won because we got more attention on social media. That doesn't matter. No. The winning must be far more deep than that. Winning because it's more popular is not winning. Does that make sense? That's not real winning. Okay? Understand what I mean?
I suppose.
Does that make sense? No, winning because people agree with us is not real winning. Winning because on YouTube or whatever, you know what I mean? That's not real winning.
I would prefer winning.
Winning
in the
has
case
to be way
of
deeper than
you don't
that.
have a choice in the matter.
No, we have to win way deeper than this. Do you understand what I mean? That makes sense.
We have iron to someone's neck.
Yeah, we have to win way deeper than just us talking shit on YouTube. Okay.
State power.
Right. Yes. Unfortunately, everything is power politics. All politics is power politic. All right. We all know that.
Yes.
So yes, I'm happy that all of us are here and having a fun time listening to this stupid shit that we're laughing at. But the reality is that yes, we can't just whinge about it.
No, I don't think this is dark at all.
I actually don't think we're being dark. My point is, we can't just whinge about it, right?
Yeah, winning isn't all.
At some point, we have to do something. We have to.
I'm waiting for the violence to kick off.
I think we are. Just by communicating here together, get everybody here in the chat, to the degree that we're communicating, and I think we're communicating some ideas that are important. And maybe we won't all agree, and that's fine too. Maybe we won't all agree, that's cool. But I think that if we have any chance of fixing things, it's by coming together in a collective, in a community. And this is the only way
with
we can
your
do it.
hands.
Yeah. Well, what else am I supposed to do?
Right? There's like 3 or 4 people in the chat who will understand that reference.
I know, I got it. Okay. All right. Okay, so this, whatever. Okay, so only those living under a rock not heard about President Trump's 91 felony charges. Eric Schultz, a longtime spokesperson for former President Barack Obama, says, while President Biden would never do anything to jeopardize the 91 felony charges against his opponent, he has rightly talked about the acute threat Donald Trump poses to democracy. Oh my God, my democracy. Oh, it's been threatened. My democracy. I'm going to vote. Oh man, oh wow, oh geez, I'm gonna vote.
I want democracy to end just so I don't have to hear the word democracy ever again.
I would really like democracy to end just so I never had to hear that word ever again. So just national Democrats happy to watch it all play out. New York City Democrats have no plans for rallies or political responses. Gee, I wonder why. Mayor Eric Adams, who's a complete fucking lunatic, whose supporters have also grumbled about political persecution, what you actually mean, regarding an ongoing federal investigation into corruption allegations tied to his campaign, has scarcely talked about the case, except to say that the NYPD is prepared from a security standpoint. He made a look at this. Who gives a fuck about this whole fucking article? We get this is, right? Jonathan Lemire. You just made this to suck people off, to make them feel like, oh yeah, Donald Trump's gonna get arrested and you don't have to feel afraid. Oh, it's me, Mickey Mouse. I mean, Jonathan Lemire, and you'll be fine. Donald, trust me, that big old mean orange man, he's gonna go away soon. That's what he's doing though, isn't it?
A little bit.
Mm-hmm. So I'm fucking infuriated. So here is something that they're very happy about this. I don't really understand this much about this. I don't like that much, but Trump hasn't been able to go to his son's graduation, apparently. I don't know how true this is. This is an APA fact check. They're saying that he is able to go to Barron's graduation. I don't know about the truth of this. Trump has said that he's not able to. New York Judge Juan Merchan told Trump on the first day of his hush money case. Okay, thank you, AP, for not having any kind of anyway, bias there. You're not supposed to. You're the Associated Press. You're supposed to have no bias, but you put bias right there. That he can't attend his son Barron's May 7th high school graduation because he must be in court that day. AP's assessment. False. Merchan said on Monday that he was not prepared to rule on a request. This means he's going to do it, by the way. Just being said. It means he's going to do it. From Trump's lawyers, the court be adjourned on May 17th so Trump can attend the ceremony. He said his decision will depend on how the trial proceeds. It means he's going to do it. Based on how social media responds, is it not? Let's be clear. That's what he was going to do it. And then it depends on how social media responds. Let's not be stupid about this now, shall we? Let's not pretend to be... Spoon, you know this about me more than anything. Spoon, what's the thing I hate more than anything on the fucking planet?
Stupid people.
What's the thing that really gets under my skin? The one thing. Yes, but more specifically. Related to that. Pretending to be retarded. I hate people pretending to be stupid. I can't stand it. It drives me nuts.
How do you know they're not actually stupid?
I can't stand it. Maybe they are just stupid. I can't stand people pretending to be stupid to me, though. It drives me up the fucking wall.
Stupid people, no, generally stupid people are worse. Because people that are fake being stupid, you can just get to not be stupid. But the people who are generally stupid, you can't fucking train. I think that's worse.
Excuse me, I got distracted by something. Hang on. What the fuck was I doing? Okay, well, fuck this. Fuck this little homie. Holy shit. Now, again, remember things are great under Biden. Remember things are great under Biden. We already looked at how they're not, but they're great under Biden. Weird how actually 26 barges have gone dead in the water under Biden's regime. Pittsburgh authorities indicated that 23 of the barges were carrying dry cargoes, which is coal. They broke loose. Why is the infrastructure breaking
Seeing right
down?
now in full, we have bridges are shut down below. We don't know how much longer this tug's going to be able to stand.
Oh my god, that is a Pittsburgh accent. Oh my god. Oh, he's going to go down there and he's going to go see the. He's going to go see the Steelers. Yeah, he sure is. He's gonna watch out. Here's the thing, guys. I don't know if you're all from Pittsburgh, but this guy's gonna watch out. He's gonna get in the Jagger bush. He's gonna get in the Jagger bush. You can tell. You gotta watch out for that.
He is shooting sparks out the back right now.
Oh my god, this Pittsburgh accent. I'm sorry, it's driving me nuts.
As we speak, this is an unsafe situation.
They may be able to get them through without
Jagger bush
striking
right there.
it.
She got Jagger bush right there.
One barge has gone
oh my gosh.
through. It looks like there's another one. And here is a third.
Under our fucking bridges in Pittsburgh. You've hit me with my... Here's when I... Look, am I allowed to get absolutely fucking infuriated? I'm from two cities in the United States. There's two cities that I'm from. Pittsburgh and Baltimore. They killed a bunch of people in my one city by shutting down a bridge, literally rolling it over. Now they're in my Pittsburgh, my other fucking city. I only have two places that I can do accents from. What am I supposed to do? They're trying to kill me. They're trying to kill me. I'm clearly they're after me. Pittsburgh and Baltimore, they're trying to kill me.
How are they trying to kill you?
The fuck? Because they keep trying to kill people in these two fucking cities. I'm from both of them.
But you're not
trying to kill me. No, but they're trying to kill me, Spoon.
You fucking weirdo.
This is insane, though, right? It's the two cities I'm from. It's insane.
You may not be able to tell from this angle, but there was another motor vessel downriver that I saw as we approached the bridge.
Why does it stop?
So why are the barges going
so far,
dead?
it appears that they've been able to push them enough.
So why are the barges going dead in the water? I don't know. This stuff's weird. I'm confused by it. I'm... don't know. I find it bizarre. Alright. Things I've done now. So. Here we go. Did you hear about some of the movie? Now we're gonna go into like some media stuff. It's fun. Did you hear about this movie, Monkey Man?
No.
Okay. So fans are pumped for this film. Watch how fast they turn on it after its trans inclusion was revealed. Now, I watched this film. I watched it in the cinema. It's called Monkey Man. A heavily hyped project that went from small streaming indie to potential big screen blockbuster, first directed by Slumdog Millionaire star Dev Patel, who plays a superhero version of the mythical Indian character Hanuman. Now, let me say this. I really liked the movie. It is legitimately just, oh shoot. What's the Keanu Reeves movie?
Matrix?
No, the more recent one. Oh, come on, brain.
John Wick?
John Wick. Yeah, it's just Indian John Wick. It's literally Indian John Wick. It's really good, except for instead of his dog getting killed, his mom gets killed, right? If you guys want to see a really, really good, fun action film, I would highly recommend Monkey Man. It's really good. It's a legitimately fun, good film. I have nothing bad to say about it. I thought it was fantastic. Hey, John Wick, thank you everybody in the chat. I thought it was excellent. It follows Kid Patel, who scrapes by with the cash he makes getting beaten in an underground fight club before Unresolved trauma from his childhood drives him to infiltrate the social scene of a city's wealthiest and most corrupt. The plot was described by Variety. That's true. I've seen this movie, so I can tell you if this is true or not. As it becomes clearer that the people who murdered his mother continue to inflict the castiest and Islamophobic violence. So here's the thing. This movie got like a bunch of promotion on like social media of being very woke because the main character was Muslim and because there were trans people in it. But the thing is that I don't think that the people who are like all on board with this shit on Twitter understand the fact that Muslims do not accept your transgender shit. You know what I mean? And we'll get into this because there is a transgender element to some of the characters in this film. Okay, it's very bizarre as always. Is that like the leftists are always like, oh, we love everybody except for like they don't. Like
for heterosexuals and white people.
In white people do, yeah, but outside of your little white people enclave, no, they don't. They don't accept all your shit. You know. The main character in this is a Muslim. And, no, I don't think you're going to get what you want from that. I think it's a fantastic film. But if you want to get... And I'm saying this about... Okay, I'm going to say this before I get into this. But yes, there are transgender characters in the film. They're not the kind of transgender characters that I think the West wants. Right? They're a bunch of men with beards who happen to be very strong and just dress in women's clothing, right? That's what they are in this film. They're a bunch of men who are clearly gay, who dress in women's clothing, and they teach the main character how to fight. That's it. But they're homosexuals, okay? They're homosexuals who look like men, who don't... They just wear women's clothing. That's it. I don't have any problem with it. I thought it was actually a really, really good film, but I thought it was very fun. Anyway. Universal Pictures picked up the film from Netflix. It was released on April 5th. I saw it again in theaters. Via Jordan Peele's Monkey Paw Productions, Patel told Deadline that Peele's involvement took us from this thing that was brushed under the carpet to putting us on the top of the mantelpiece. And I have to say, guys, if you guys enjoy John Wick, and I'm saying this sincerely, if you like John Wick, go check it out. Go check out Monkey Man. I thought Monkey Man was fantastic. Really, really good. Excellent. If you like violent action films, check out Monkey Man. It was very good. Highly recommend. However, even though there's a transgender aspect to some of the characters, don't worry about it because it's so minor. Patel agreed, for me, this is an anthem for the underdogs, the voiceless and the marginalized, he told the interviewer. Together they waged this war for the good and for the just, and for me, I really wanted to include the Hijra community, the third gender in India, which is included. That's that third gender thing. So, what does he have to say here? You know.
And talk about trans representation in the movie.
Trans representation.
Not what I was expecting to see.
They're not trans, though. They're not trans. They're just men who, and this is what people don't understand. Like, he's trying to explain this from a Hindi perspective and translate it to the West. There's just men who live as eunuchs, essentially, right? And he's trying to be like, oh, I guess that's trans, isn't it now? I suppose, right? That's not really how it works, but that is the way it's being portrayed. You know, I guess we play this, yeah.
It was so gorgeous. They become your army.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think, this is an anthem for the underdog, the voiceless, the marginalized.
Oh my god, he's super cute though, isn't he?
And for me, I wanted to take this old mythology and kind of take these characters of who I thought was this, this hero Hanuman who had lost faith in himself, didn't realize who he was and needed to be reminded by fellow outsiders of who he was. And together they waged this war, for the good and the just. And for me, I just really wanted to include the Hijra community, the third gender in India, Yeah,
I know what you meant by that. Anyway, I think he's a big cute. Spoon, do you disagree? That's a Slumdog Millionaire, by the way.
He looks like a Persian version of Colin Farrell.
It's what's this clip? Because I've seen the whole movie, so. Oh, it's like a 10-second clip. Okay, you can't say anything about it. However, I would say like if you get a chance to watch this movie, it's really really good. If you guys just saying, don't pay for it necessarily if you don't want to. But guys, if you like action cinema, check it out. It's got some really amazing action scenes. In terms of like gunplay and stuff. It's John Wick. Yeah, it's John Wick. And it's so John Wick that really early in the film, they ask him, like he's trying to buy an illegal gun, or trying to buy a gun illegally, and they say, oh, this is a gun from John Wick. Do you want to buy this gun? And he says yes. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, check it out. I really, really highly recommend Monkey Man, because it is fantastic. It was very good. All right. Speaking of the retardation in Hollywood, however, I'm not going to go any more further into my really appreciation, my deep appreciation of Monkey Man. The Rust armorer was sentenced to 18 months for involuntary manslaughter. The armorer, whatever. The armorer who shot somebody in Rust got 2 years. No one else did. How curious. Only the armorer did. We'll find out about that. That works on later. So here's Civil War. So I saw 2 films when I was in Vegas. Right? One was Monkey Man, and one was Civil War. So Civil War is a complete fucking nightmare. And by that I mean, it was not a horrible movie. It was just the most nonsensical thing I've ever seen. I couldn't understand what the point of any of it was. It seemed to be that the point of it was just to hate people who are different from you, but they couldn't describe exactly who the people were who were different from you, because that would make them necessarily open to some kind of scrutiny. So if I can describe what the movie Civil War is about, is that Kirsten Dunst is a photojournalist in a post-apocalyptic America where she needs to go interview the president before he gets killed, I suppose. And it's just it's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. She just first of all, the idea that photojournalism is a thing that exists whatsoever. So she takes like a young child under her wing, essentially, against her will. Like, you can also be a photojournalist and do a job that doesn't exist with me, I guess now. However, yeah, it's really stupid. It's one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. The entire United States apparently has collapsed, but they're going to be able to travel from like Texas to DC and get an interview with the president. That's their entire job, is to get an interview with the president, which they're not able to do. It's the dumbest fucking movie I've ever seen. Now, I didn't think it was... It could have been way more egregious, by the way. It could have been way more egregious. But what I'll say to you, what this movie did, the movie was trying to do, was to make journalists seem like the greatest saints that have ever existed on planet Earth. That they have done so much work. It's so difficult to be a journalist. It's so hard. So difficult. What it actually does, and this is why I think the movie is based, this is why I think I actually quite enjoy the film Civil War, is because what that movie did was made every single person involved look like the biggest piece of shit on planet Earth. And I was like, oh, okay, so you're all just a bunch of pieces of shit. I see. You're all just a bunch of pieces of shit. So let me find it. Where's this thingy? Hang on. Where'd it go? Oh, shoot. Sorry, I'm looking for something. Here it is. Okay. Here we go. You got my stuff up? Yeah. Okay. Right. Do. 1 second. So yeah, we went to go see this movie. It sucked. The whole issue again with it is that they just wanted everything to be Donald Trump evil, but they couldn't really express it correctly, so it was really stupid. Anyway, so oh come on. There we go. Oh no. Sorry, lads. I can't make any bigger. It's me. Actually, I really like this picture. Spoon, are you still there? Spoon! Little dingus.
Yeah.
Look, we got comics over here. We got, look, Gary and his wife, and it's me, it's X-Ray Girl, Disparate. Look, we're all here. And look at how tiny Mark looks for some reason. Oh, no, wait, Mark looks so... Why does Mark look so... I don't know why Mark looks like...
You just bent over maybe?
This is great. I loved it. I loved it. We had such a good time. Oh my god. Okay, I'll show some other pictures right. Oh my god, that was so funny. Oh no, what happened in that picture? Okay. Alright. Oh, okay. Yeah. So here we were at the there was like this what do you call it? Cute little place we were at, like oh, there's actually a girl at the bottom. Steph and everybody like, oh, it's so cute. And this Mark, oh my gosh, oh, it's so cute. Everybody's here. Oh, that's really cute. Oh my god, I'm getting so hyped. Okay, there's that one. Here we are. Yeah, we're at dinner here. So Mark there. Oh, everybody's so cute. It's so kawaii, ne? I'm about to stop. Let me put one more picture here, guys. Ooh, that's very close. There we go. Oh yeah, we went to go see a how do you call it? A magician. Yeah, that was fun in Vegas. That's it. There you go. There's all of it. Very fun. Okay. So this movie fucking sucks. Civil War. It stunk. It was a big stinker. It was a big giant stinker. So that's all I have to say about it. Oh. No, just this. Because Kirsten Dunst. Again, because our movie sucked. So your movie sucks. So you're an actress, and your movie sucks. And so what do? Oh, you just say that it's sexist. Don't you know? Don't you? And you just say it's sexist. That's all you do. It's an anti-war film. No, it's a war film. You want people to go to war. After you see it, you want to talk about it with people. No, because it's stupid. That's why I wouldn't want to talk to people about the movie. I've watched it, you dingus. I watched it. I want to talk to people about it. I think the movie does. It's indescribable or incredible. Oh, that's incredible. Excuse me. We're having lunch to like a lake. Blah blah blah. Who gives a shit about this, Spoon? Who gives a fuck? She's like, oh, my movie is so important. No, Kirsten, it's not. Your movie sucked. Your movie sucked shit. It sucked shit, and I don't give a fuck. Alright, Spoon. I got like 3 things left. Then we're gonna head out, yeah? Spoon?
Yeah, I'm here.
Every white voice actor replaced in the last Airbender sequel, voice of blind Toph, replaced by blind women. Great thing about acting is that, so in the new Avatar The Last Airbender series, they've now made everybody non-white. Originally they got some kickback because I believe one of the actors who was playing the blind character was not blind. So now they've had to replace them with a non-sighted actor. Let me tell you this. Who gives a fuck? Is the actress good or not? Can they play Toph or not? I love Toph. I love Avatar The Last Airbender. I don't give a fuck. Are they a good actor who can play Toph or not? I don't give a shit if they're blind. And I'm saying this as the biggest Daredevil fucking fan on planet Earth. Are you blind? No. Then fuck off. And if you're not blind, I also don't care. Are you a good actress to play the character? I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Now, I'll say this. I think this is related to this. Is that all this kind of like, oh, you're not blind. You have to do this thing. You have to do that. I think people are getting tired of it. Don't you think so, Spoon? Well, I'll put you this way.
Anyway.
I'll put you this way. The data appear to indicate that people are tired of the gays. We're real tired of the gays.
Tired of the gays.
More than 1 in 5 young Americans identify as LGBTQ. 1 in 10 ages 30 through 49, 10%. 6% of people between ages 50 and 64, 3% people between 65 and plus. So in other words, it's obviously a generational thing. But what we've seen is that it appears to be that people are really fucking tired of gays. Support for same-sex marriage has declined among Americans in the last year, dropping from 69% to 67%. I know it's a very small percentile, but that is going to drop, I think, precipitously. Just from my perspective. I could be wrong, but I think that's correct. I think that it's going to drop precipitously. Because people are fucking tired. Speaking as a gay myself, I'm tired. We need to shut this shit off. Because it's gay stuff. It's too fucking gay. It's too fucking gay. Now, speaking of being a big fag, here's Bill Maher. We'll end with him, shall we? Bill Maher is going to pretend to be reasonable.
Bill Maher?
Now, here's what I want to tell you guys. Be aware about this. Bill Maher is about to pretend to be reasonable to you, but understand, he is not reasonable. He is just saying this because he's afraid. But here's what he has to say in his fear.
Europe, for example, by comparison, the 60 countries.
With fucking goddamn, what's his face?
Europe. Actually, there are many countries in Europe where it's completely illegal to have an abortion. Poland, Malta, places like Andorra, So, and if you look at Germany and France and countries like that, it can be 10, 12 weeks is the term limit that you're allowed to have an abortion legally. So, America is not such an outlier. It does go to the...
No, actually, if you look at some of these European countries, some of them have, 6-month abortions. Like, you get an abortion, in the 6th month, which is a partial birth abortion, and they're fine with it. Yeah, so just saying.
States, I think a lot of Americans on the left do think that this is something.
And also, there's a bunch of countries in the European Union in which you can't have an abortion after 3 weeks. So, try to get that shit fucking copacetic for you.
How a really unique American problem, or an issue that only pertains to them in terms of the legality of abortion.
You see the lag on the things is insane.
Europe is not massively dissimilar.
But the thing that's crazy
no, the lag
is
in the video is fucking nuts.
Oh, is it? Sorry.
Yeah, it's like watching it in 0.25 speed.
Can't do anything about it. Let's just go with it.
America is facing so many huge geopolitical threats, where there's a huge tech revolution going on, where the economy is faced with all kinds of challenges. The idea that you're fighting an election around this issue seems...
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't believe this. Do you see that thing in the left-hand corner?
No. Because again, it's
slow
as shit.
Do you see that little thing in the left-hand corner?
No. It's slow as shit.
That says Jillian Tett, right?
No. I can't see anything.
You can't watch what I'm showing you.
No, it's literally slow as shit.
But you literally can't see what I'm showing you.
I can now.
Okay. So that thing in the lower left-hand corner, that is legitimately, that is from Cyberlink Power Director. That is my software that I use, which costs nothing.
Yeah,
oh my god. GB News uses Cyberlink Power Director. I can't fucking believe it. That's hilarious. Y'all use Cyberlink Power Director just like me. Yeah, we all out here using cheap as fuck shit. That's cute. That's hilarious.
To be, you know, just strange.
That's Cyberlink Power
Back to the
Director.
19th
Oh my
century.
god. Good clap.
Not if you believe
Go ahead,
it's
Tony.
murder.
Bill Maher.
You know, that's why I don't understand the 15-week thing. Or the Trump's plan
You don't
is,
understand
let's leave
it?
it to the
Wait
states.
a minute, Bill Maher, you don't understand the 15 week. You don't understand how long it takes for a baby to become kind of more like a human. I mean, it's always a human, but how much it takes for it makes me so. Sorry, Spoon. This makes me really. Spoon, you and I have been talking about this for 3 years, right?
I don't actually even know what's going on right now because the lag is like 50 fucking seconds behind what you're saying.
Okay, sorry.
I have no idea what's
Spoon,
going on.
let me just ask you this question. You and I have been talking about this for like nearly 3 years now. The abortion question. Yeah.
And I don't give a shit.
I know you don't. I do. So let's not focus on it too much. But just to be clear, we have a different opinion on this. I find abortion to be horrific. I've walked through all the arguments as to why it's horrific, but it's my point. I think Spoon agrees entirely. Spoon, you tend to believe that it's justified in some instances, yes?
At this point, no.
Oh, good. Okay.
At this point, I would like literally freaking bar it in any circumstances.
Oh, then we're all on board together.
At this point, I'm going like the fucking razor fist route of like, no, under any circumstances, I'll get you thrown in fucking prison. Fuck off.
Let's go. All right, here we go. Let's finish this up, and then we'll head out for the evening.
You mean so killing babies is okay in some states? Like, I can respect the absolutist position. I really can. I scold the left on when they say, oh, you know what? They just hate women, people who aren't pro-life. Pro-choice.
This is interesting that even Bill Maher, Bill Maher is doing this because he knows where his bread is buttered. He is trying to maintain his relevance because he knows things are switching. So saying, oh no, we shouldn't really allow people to just kill babies because that's kind of a nasty thing to do.
That's his job.
Yes, because it is. It's disgusting. Because that's where the left has been for the last 10 years. Is it like, well,
his job is to make him see sense.
I just want to stick a fucking sword up my cooter and kill any baby that's up there. And it's sickening. It is sickening. And anyone who's not also a sick, degenerate freak knows that it's sickening to kill a baby that's inside of your body. Everyone knows that. Come on. Everyone knows that. You have to be... I don't really care what your position is. If you're just like, well, I just want to, like... I just had a bunch of sex and I just want to, like, get rid of this fucking human being who I've made inside of myself. I mean, it's disgusting. Yeah, anyone who's not a psychopath knows how sick that is. That's the problem. And Bill Maher knows he has to, like, deal with the fact that that's how normal people feel. Normal people find that disgusting. Yeah, Bill Maher, you know that normal people find it to be sickening. Yeah, weird. Weird. Normal people find it sickening that for you to be a proponent of killing babies. Yeah, weird.
They don't hate women. They just made that up. They think it's murder. And it kind of is.
It is murder.
I'm just okay with that.
See?
I am.
Wow.
I mean,
he said that part out loud. He's just okay with murder. It is murder, and I'm okay with that. I mean, if that's what you want to do, ladies, fine. But admit to yourselves what you've done is murder. I think you can go on board with Bill Maher here. You and Bill Maher can be bestie friends and talk about how you murdered your baby. Go ahead.
8 billion people in the world. I'm sorry, we won't miss you. That's my position on it.
What a sickening piece of shit he is. Look at him.
1 billion people will miss you. Seriously? Well, considering the people who commit abortion, that actually is...
Talking about a baby.
No, he's actually kind of right.
Oh, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, but look at the people who want to get abortion. Like, you don't want those people reproducing anyway.
I guess so, but... Sick. What is sick? You shouldn't have a chance at life because I got one. And I don't want you to. Oh my God, it makes me ill, Spoon. It makes me ill.
Quite harsh, Bill.
Yeah, exactly. And they'll just laugh. Look how they laugh. Even Pierce Morgan laugh like little jesters. How could you laugh at somebody so fucking I can't. It would make me want to vomit. If I were there, in the fucking studio with us, I'd be trying to hold back my fucking. I'd be trying to hold myself back from not fucking vomiting. This sickening fucking shit he'd say.
Is that not your position if you're pro-choice?
Isn't that mainly because you don't like children? I mean,
yeah,
no. I mean, but if you are, you said you're pro-choice. That's your position too.
Just the lag is fucking ridiculous. Why is your lag so fucking bad?
I don't know. It's over though. All right. So we did get through it, and that was horrible. I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette. I think we're gonna head out for the evening. Are we not, Spoon?
Yeah, I'm sleepy as shit.
I love you, Spoon. Spoon, we haven't talked to each other in like 2 weeks.
Aiden is always this gay, by the way.
Yes, I'm always this gay. Spoon. Spoon.
I'm not drunk enough for this.
We haven't talked to each other in like a week. I miss you.
This is so gay.
I love you.
No,
You fucking
weirdo.
Anywho, guys, I will be at my dad's house next week, so we'll be around here on Wednesday as the normal time. Just things have been a little weird this week. Be there at Wednesday at the normal time. Yeah, hopefully, as far as I'm aware. I hope you guys have all had fun. Sorry that there was some weirdness and all the other stuff. Anywho,
you have super chats to read.
Oh, yes, I got a bunch of super chats. Let's read the super chats. I got a shit ton. Yes, let's read the super chats. Here we go. Let's go through and read these. Trying.
Sorry.
Okay. Just listen, and here, so Michael for 5 says, just listen to hear you got sick. I had a spot for the after show for you to explain Anglo-Saxon monarchy versus Frenchies. Next time, get well soon. I will try to do that, Michael. I'm sorry about that. Joe Nagier 5 says, he's mean. What is this, primary school? Yeah, I know. Horwitz 5 grand Horwitz 10 says, there are names for 2 choices, mean plus money. I call that my boss. Nice plus tries to rob me. A con artist, exactly. Gary Thomas 5 says, speaking of Hillary Clinton and women's suffrage, who here is going to New York City to watch her feminist play? Not me, I'll tell you that one, homie. I would go, but I'm not much of a masochist. No, I don't have that much of masochism inside me either, Gary, but thank you. Galactic Emperor Schlerm says, this panel completely violates the classic canon of facial proportion, for sure. You didn't even see my face, it's awful. Gary Thomas 10 says, we live in a time where people would rather be told pretty lies rather than ugly truths. I always say that, man.
Well, that's
and one of the ugliest truths of all, is that universal suffrage has done more harm than good to the West.
And women
exactly,
suck.
Gary. Exactly. No, you're completely right. And Spoon, you're completely right as well. Kizzer, who's been a member for 15 months, says, the masses are retarded and Republicans.
Agreed.
And to the Republicans here. You are a monarchist in the private sector and the family and don't pretend you're not. Lastly, Aiden, DM me on Discord when you're back in England after the stream. I will do that. A lamented guide for 20 gave us a rage quit. Adorable little emoji there. Thank you, Lamented. Slosher gave 5 gifted subs. Oh, hang on. 5 gifted subs. And yeah, that's all I said. On it. Lance for 2 says, isn't Monkey Man a Hey Arnold character? I think he is. Is it Pigeon Man, though? I don't know. Jonaki for 5 says, Eden, why would I spend my money on 99% of something I want when I can get 100% of the same price or cheaper? I'll stick with John Wick. I don't doubt, do it. It's a good movie, but like John Wick's better. You're right. Lance for 5 says, I would sooner believe that Texas and California would unite than believe in the existence of a single honest journalist. I know. It's funny, isn't it? Slosher for 10 Canadian says, the Second Civil War came out in 1990. The war starts because the states secede over heavy immigration of refugees. Yeah, it's not a good movie. Hasselhopper for 5 says, act. I behave so as to appear to be or pretend to be. Hollywood isn't hiring actors anymore. They're hiring exemplars. Exemplars sounds too cool. Exactly, Hasselhoff. No, I know what you mean. Binary Eclipse, remember, for 2 months, says, he says, modern women use abortion as a form of birth control, which is evil. Yes, it is evil. It is disgusting. It's sickening. It makes me very, very upset. But unfortunately, that many women do that. However, it is the way it is. Guys, I think we're going to head out for the night. Thank you all for showing up. Spoon and I will head out. We'll see you next week. And yeah, we'll see y'all. Spoon, you have anything to say? All right, night.